Math are easy. Those are my last two classes. I kind of like what's the favorite one. I just like the class. This is the one you like.
Oh, Johnny's back in school. That's right. Watch out, teachers. Watch out, principals. I'm running through the hallways. I'm throwing toilet paper on the lockers. I'm kicking teachers in the shins. That's right. This little rambunctious son of a gun's back in the halls. Back to school. That's the name of our stream, and we're celebrating what is quite possibly the most depressing time of the year. The time when summer vacation is over, and that's just what it is, folks, a vacation, implying that your regular 9-to-5 school and what have you is just the norm. And only those 3 months of summer fun and sunshine, that's all it is. So on that morbid note, welcome to another exciting virtual convention. Day 2. Hello, Larry. Hello, Georgia. Hello, Joshua. I was a troublemaker with a charm. You know, I might have done a few things that were not, kosher, but it was always done with that, this cheeky little bugger, I can't be mad at him. That's good old central Pennsylvania for you. The antics of one troubled youth are brushed off as playful fun. So hopefully all of you guys are out there having fun. Welcome to day 2. Happy Friday to all of you. As you can see, I'm ready to go to school. I got my backpack on, and of course, I'm sporting all of our cool little sponsors for today's stream. Jake, would you mind hitting that button? You got it right there. Yes, sir. Shishing. Excellent job. So today's stream is brought to you by our friends at the CGC. If you're looking to get your comics, trading cards, and heck, VHS tapes graded, you can absolutely do that. Go see them at a convention. Go to their website, submit your stuff, get it graded, protected, sealed, and sent to the future. Also like to shout out our good friends at Hot Flips, the boys from Brooklyn, as Jason calls them. I just call them Jeff from Hot Flips. But if you're looking for top loaders, bags, boards, all of that stuff, except no substitute, Hot Flips is hot. And then, of course, it would not be a stream without our good friends from Sidekick Supplies. That's right, Sidekick Supplies. Bam! Get yourself a sidekick. Get yourself a Robin. Get yourself a War Machine from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Get yourself a, I don't know, that monkey guy from Space Ghost. Whatever that kid's name is. Get him. Get yourself a sidekick. Protect your comic collection in a long box or short box or any other cardboard box shaped apparatus that you store your comic books in. Sidekick. Whoop-ah! And special shout out to Doug and all of our friends there. Doug, good to see you, sir. We have another like goal for today's stream. If we hit 110 likes on the YouTube, we will be doing some giveaways. We've got some posters. If you were not here yesterday, we are giving away some one-of-one posters from our New Orleans artists. We've got one from Ebass. We've got one from Don McTeague. We've got one from Mike Chrome, as you can see here. One lucky viewer will be going home with one of those 3 posters if we hit 110 likes. And if we hit 110 likes, everybody in the stream will be going home with the Synogen mini art print set. That's right, Synogen Toast Crunch, the cereal that you can eat for breakfast or lunch. You'll be going home with those if we hit all 110 likes. And I would also like to give a super special shout out to Becky Cupid in New Jersey. That's right, today's my Nana's birthday. Aww. And Nana, if you're watching this stream, I don't know, sometimes she watches them live, sometimes she watches them after the fact. Big Zenescope fan, Nana. So, happy birthday, Nana. Happy birthday from all of us here at Zenescope. From Jake, from Jay, from Kier, from Noah, and all those cool kids in the comment section. Happy birthday, Nana, says Larry. Thank you, Larry. I think I hit everything. If this is your first time, if you've never seen one of our streams before, where have you been? We're so happy to have you here with us. But please just make sure if you're looking to buy something, we will have some products available to sell in just the next few minutes. So just make sure to send your shipping information to vcons@zenescope.com. That's VCONS@zenescope.com. That way, if you got a fun, funky username, we know who we're actually sending the product to. And then stick around because we got Dave Wall, the man, the myth, the legend, coming on for an exciting new episode of Masterclass. If you haven't been catching up on Masterclass, those episodes are available to watch on YouTube, but don't go anywhere because we got some exciting stuff coming up for you. Put a pin, a bookmark. We'll be back on that in just a little bit. Jason, if you're ready.
I'm ready, sir.
School is in session.
School's in session.
Ring, ring.
Ring the bell. Happy Friday out there to you guys. Hopefully you guys got a great weekend planned. Hopefully you're enjoying yourselves so far on this Friday. Happy birthday, Nana. All right. I'm seeing a lot of notes in there. That's really good stuff out of there, dude. That's good work out of you troops. All right. Thanks so much, everybody, for joining us. We had a really good day yesterday. We're looking to do some new stuff today too as well. First and foremost, we'll see if we can cover the books that we covered yesterday too as well. If you didn't join us yesterday and you're rocking it out today with us, thanks so much for joining us. We got Kiara back in the saddle today.
Woo!
All right, what's going on? How you doing?
I'm right.
You doing well? How's your little man?
He woke me up for 2.5 hours last night.
Like one of those 2 o'clock in the morning type of things, or like a 4
2 to
o'clock?
4:30.
2 to 4:30?
Yep.
Oof.
He was fine at first, and then he went into a screaming match, and then
Oh boy.
he decided to become a banshee.
Hey.
I got to be honest with you. I don't miss those days.
No,
I don't miss those days at all.
No.
All right. Good luck to you. All right. All right. So, and Ian is already on the YouTube liking going on. Ian, thanks so much for being the ringleader as far as that's concerned. Thanks so much.
Steven's Nana.
What's up?
I think it's Steven's Nana's birthday too.
Oh, yeah. Who's? Steven. Oh, Steven. Steven. Happy birthday, dude. Steven's up in like Seattle or Washington area, right? Steven, happy birthday, dude. And happy birthday to Nana. Happy birthday to Steven. Steven was kind enough to join us at the VIP event. I don't think Steven's ever missed a VIP event. Steven, thanks so much. Happy birthday to you. Without further ado, let's rock and roll. Let's do some pack ones. So I don't know did you include like from yesterday, like what we did, like pack one wise, so you can add it on to today, like in case we, I don't know. That kind of thing, or no? Not really. All right, you know what you got some.
Yeah.
Well, you got access to yesterday's stuff in there anyway. All right, so let's do pack number one without further ado. It's Steven's Nan's birthday. Yeah. Look at that, dude! Like dual nanas, going on.
Double nanas.
All right, well, Steven, happy birthday to your nana too as well. All right, dude. So happy birthday. We got a nana going on today. So pack number one again, you're gonna get the Maguro that you see there. You also get the Keith Garvey, which is the August swimsuit cover, and then also the body paint too as well. Keep in mind, anytime we do any of these body paint covers, they are stream only. So grabbing them in a pack, grabbing them when we do sell them individually, certainly a good idea. So again, pack number one again is $100. You're basically saving yourself about $25. If you're interested in that Ali Garza Diamond book, that is only available in that pack. So I'm going to open this up to everybody. You know what, Larry? Let's do everybody right now. So it looks like we got plenty of pack ones to go. So if you bought pack one yesterday and you're looking to buy pack one again today, please go ahead and do so. Larry, I'm guessing that's an indication that you'd like to grab pack one. Angela, thanks so much for joining us. Angela, I'm thinking that's Angela that I met out in San Diego too as well, and I believe she has a sister too as well.
Yes.
Right, that is Angela. Okay, awesome.
Sister Felicia, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think you are correct. And I think her sister just became a VIP out at awesome, Angela. So
her sister just upgraded to silver.
Oh, okay. So thanks so much for yep, it's Alicia. Yep, awesome. So really awesome that you guys join us out in San Diego. It was really, I think I've known I don't want to mistake the one. I know I've known you guys for years. and so forth, seeing you guys out in San Diego, whatever. But that was really awesome of you to join VIP for the first time. So welcome, welcome. Thanks for joining us in San Diego, and thanks for joining us on the stream like you do. All right, so again, pack number one, if you're interested. If you bought it yesterday, you can certainly buy it again today. Larry, thanks for asking first. So the color burst, Gary. So the color burst would actually be the Garvey that is second to the left, and then the body paint is the Garvey that's in the middle. So these body paint covers we don't really put on our web store. That's one of the kind of things that I wanted to clarify was. The body paint ones we don't really put on our web store. Those swimsuit or color burst covers that we do, icons we do each and every month as well. But those will eventually will make the web store, that kind of thing. The other thing I wanted to point out about pack number one is, again, that Ali Garza book that you see there, that Cindy versus Queen of Hearts 03J. That book is only in the pack. So if you have to have that book, if you have to have that diamond cover that you see there, then please buy the pack number one, and it will be yours. Gary, thanks for keeping me on my toes. Thanks for clarifying with me. All right, so that is pack number one. Again, pack number one, $100, saving yourself about $25 by buying the pack. All right, let's move on to pack number two. We'll open the same thing. We'll open up pack number two to everybody that wants to grab it. It's basically the Z-rated version of this convention. So if you're interested in pack number two, again, you're getting two $100 books, one $75 book, another $100 book. You're basically saving yourself about $25, $50 by buying pack number two. Again, pack number two has the Maguro. It has the Garvey that you see there. It has the body paint minus the paint in the Garvey, and then also that diamond cover. So that diamond cover that you see there by John Royal is only available in that pack. Please be sure if you definitely want to grab pack number two, or you definitely have to have that Royal book that you see there. Then pack number two is going to be the only way to grab that one. So again, those four books in the pack, figured are about $350. If you bought them online, they could be anywhere from $400 or a total of like $400, $450 at most, as far as those covers are concerned. Again, you get the Maguro, both the Garveys, and then also the John Royal too as well. If I can speak in English today, I would tell you. All right, let me get it. I gotta get a sip, dude. It's Friday, and apparently I'm already parched.
You gotta do a Rubio.
I gotta do a restart is what I gotta do. All right. So let's rock and roll. Let's go to book number one. Book number one we showed you in pack number one. Book number one is the Maguro that you see on the screen there. It is the book itself is Grim Fairy Tale 72G, written by the great Franchini. This is part of our Cthulhu series. Book number one, again, is $25. We're going to open this up to everybody. So anybody that wants to buy book number one, if you want to double up on this, certainly by buying pack number one, by buying book number one, you certainly can do so. Again, the book itself is Grim Fairy Tales V272G. And again, it's $25. So if you're interested in that book, just go ahead and put it into the notes and she shall be yours. Try and keep in mind, book number one is $25. The reason being it's $275 print run. Usually our $299 print runs and lower, we'll do for like $25 a piece. If it's like $350 and higher, that's when we make up about $20 a piece. Okay. And there you go. So that's book number one. Again, $25 on that. And if you're interested in that cover, just put it into the notes and she shall be yours. All right, let's go on to book number two. Again, book number two, we'll open it up to everybody. If you're interested in book number two, just put it into the notes. Good afternoon to you, Hetty Storm. Do we know who Hetty Storm is? We'll just say Hetty Storm. All right, good stuff, dude. Happy Friday to you as well. Hopefully you guys are enjoying your Friday leading into your weekend. I'm not really sure I got going on this weekend. I know my son is alone for my middle guy is alone for the first time because my oldest just went to Westchester on Thursday. So my middle guy is hanging out at the house by himself. His mom actually went down the shore with my daughter, and he didn't feel like going down, making the trip down the shore. I don't really know why you would turn down a trip down the shore because he's not working this weekend. Anyway, I'll have to do some stuff with Dean this weekend. My middle guy. Maybe we'll see some Oppenheimer or something. Ooh. So again, yeah, dude, I'm hearing nothing but good things about this Oppenheimer. Yeah, you saw it? Yeah, I heard it's awesome. Yeah, Sarah was telling me to see it in the theater too, just because there's certain instances where the big screen really, you know,
Everything popped.
right, everything pops and so forth. So again, book number 2, again, if you're interested in that, it's the Myths and Legends Quarterly. It's Dagon. It's cover G as in girl. So if you're interested in book number 2, again, one of those $2.99 print runs, again, for $25. If you're interested in that, just put it into the notes and she shall be yours. All right, let's go to the body paint cover. Again, try and keep in mind the body paints are stream only, pack 1 only. So book number 3, this will not be on our web store anytime soon. The only time I think we might release this on the web store is months later, that kind of thing, 4 or 5 months later. You can certainly see these at a VIP event or something like that too as well. This one happens to be Grim Universe Presents the Quarterly Sleeping Beauty is Nightmare Queen. It's cover Eyes and Indigo. So again, book number 3 again is $30. And again, if you're interested in book number 3, just put it into notes. It's $30. Some our 200 print runs tend to vary. Some of our 200 print runs are 25. Others are 30. This one happens to be 30. Again, this is our body paint cover. The one thing I wanted to stress to you in our body paint covers is, again, these body paint covers are only streams, that kind of thing. So it shouldn't be on our web store, or at least anytime soon. All right. So again, book number 3, if you're interested in that, it is $30 by Keith Garvey. All right. Let's go to book number 4. Book number 4 is going to be the Meguro in a topless version. That's this cover that you see here. This one happens to be Grim Fairy Tales V2 72 H's and Henry. The book is $100. So if you're interested in this was part of pack number 2. But if you want to buy it as a single instead of buying the pack, if you don't want to spend $350, I can certainly understand that. But you have to have this Meguro. Just put book number 4 into the notes and it shall be yours. Again, this is our August icon cover. So what we do with our icon covers is we're basically just taking a character that we feel is iconic to Zenescope. This one happens to be Karis, Team Karis. Is that that's what's his name?
Aaron.
Yeah, that's Aaron. Aaron travels all over the place, dude. Aaron is one of those great dads that takes his kids all over the place. If I'm not mistaken, Aaron was in Israel, I think, earlier this year with his kids. Aaron, I've been to Greece myself, and I'll tell you right now, it's an absolutely beautiful country. Greece. My grandmother took me, a long time ago when I was like 13 years old, and I got a chance to meet some of my cousins, some of my family members. But Greece is an absolutely fantastic time. Please enjoy yourself over there. I know the food was fantastic. The one thing I found absolutely fantastic about Greece is Greece has these almost like these hot springs that run underneath the rocks and then run eventually out into the ocean and almost kind of create basically a hot tub literally right into the ocean where they pour in. And you'll literally see crowds and crowds of people all around these hot springs that pour into the ocean, pour into the Mediterranean, I should say, that pour into the Mediterranean, almost kind of creating this hot tub effect and so forth. And I went with my grandmother. My grandmother was just absolutely digging it, of course, because it's obviously a free hot tub and so forth to kind of just jump in. But really, really awesome. Just anyway, like in the hot streams or whatever that run underneath the rocks kind of turn the rocks red, which is really kind of cool. All right. So again, book number 4, if you're interested in the Meguro. It's hot over there. I believe that, Aaron. So stay safe, man. Hopefully you and your family have an absolutely fantastic vacation. Definitely go see the Parthenon. Definitely some really cool stuff to see over in Greece. I know when I went, but again, geez, oh man, I was 13 at the time. I probably don't remember half of the stuff that I saw. So again, book number 4, again, if you're interested in that, it's the Meguro. It is Grim Fairy Tales V272H. Again, the book is $100. It is the Z-rated version of book number 1. All right, let's move on to book number 5. Book number 5 is the Keith Garvey. And if you're interested in that, book number 5, again, is $100. It is our 99 print run. This one is Myths and Legends Quarterly Dagon. It's cover H's and Henry. Parthenon tomorrow. Yeah. Aaron, you're going to have a fantastic time out there, man. It's really just something to see. Just amazing history in Greece, amazing history in Italy. Italy I've never been to, but just to kind of see where literally our grassroots come from as a culture, as a society, as people. Italy and Greece, pretty much both pretty much kind of try to take over the world at different times in the way back when or whatever. So really kind of cool. Larry, thank you, man. I'm slipping on my stickers. There you go. Larry's pointing it out right there. I was slipping on my stickers. All right, good stuff, dude. So again, the Keith Garvey that you see right there, again, is $100. We got some slippage. Jeff Lauro pointing out the fact that it's Italy is amazing. Jeff, I can't wait to get to Italy. I'm going to get there eventually, dude. Certainly have to go one of these days. Michael, I couldn't agree with you more. Big fan of this Keith Garvey. If you're interested in the non-Z-rated version, that's book number 2, and it's only $25. This happens to be the topless version. Keith Garvey doing his best go-ass impersonation. Keith Garvey rocking it out with book number 5. Again, it's $100 if you're interested in that bad boy. It shall be yours. Curtis, if you're just joining us, hang on for the recap hour. We're going to get back around to the first 4 books, 5 books now that we covered in the stream. All right, and certainly plenty of stock available. Some Friday slippages they're always okay. All right, good work out of you, Eric. We were fortunate enough to meet Eric and his family out in Phoenix a couple years ago. Eric, always good of you to join us in the stream. Thanks so much for stopping in. So again, book number 5, or this is, where am I at now? I'm book number 6. Oh, book number 6, dude. Sorry. That's all right, man. Take your time. Dude, it's a Friday casual. It's a completely casual Friday. I'm feeling. I feel like we got plenty of time. We just got plenty of time. All right. So again, book number 6. If you're interested in this bad boy, this one only happens to be $75. If you didn't want to buy pack number 2, and you want to buy any one of these individually, that meaning book 4, book 5, or book 6. Book number 6 is only $75. This is one of those body paint covers that I mentioned that pretty much are just stream only. This one happens to be Grimm Universe Presents. It's the Sleeping Beauty Nightmare Queen, and it's cover J. And again, it's $75 if you're interested in this. Again, book number 6. And book number 6 is just $75. All right, and that is our August body paint cover. All right, let's go to book number 7. I know there's going to be a lot of buyers for book number 7. Book number 7 is the only book that we have in the stream that has the sticker. Okay. Book number 7, we're going to open this up to everybody. So even if you got pack number 1 yesterday, if you got book number 7 yesterday too as well, and you want to buy book number 7 today, you certainly can. So our sticker program, this would basically be the July-August Collectors Club sticker that you see there. The book itself is Grimm Fairy Tales V272H. Again, it's just $25. We tend to do our $250, our $275, our $299 print runs for like $25. So again, if you're interested in this book, just go ahead and put it into the notes. And for $25, she shall be yours. All right. So again, they're covered by Paul Green. If you guys haven't seen that interview with Noah and Paul Green, I highly recommend going and check it out. Do you know if we ever broke that out, Noah, like into like an individual interview, or is it like basically still on that VCon day?
So it's broken up. It just hasn't been uploaded. I'll upload it later tonight. So if they want to check it out on our YouTube channel, it'll be up individually by the end of the evening.
All right. So by the end of this evening, we'll do that Paul Green interview, and that'll be on YouTube. If you want to find the Paul Green interview itself, you just have to go back a couple of VCons. I want to say it was last month. I think it was the previous months to that. And I believe it was on day 2, about an hour in. I think it was our birthday bash, if I'm not mistaken. It was our birthday bash stream. Yeah, so our birthday bash stream about an hour in on day 2. You'll find a fantastic interview that Noah did with Paul Green. Yes, Paul Green does exist. We were kind of wondering ourselves because we never kind of catch him. We never caught him at a convention. But absolutely fantastic interview with Paul Green. Michael, yes, you can still get a pack number 1.
I got
You got them, yeah. So Kiara got you down for that, Michael. You're in good shape there. I'm seeing some book number 7s. Thanks for jumping on those. So the one thing I want to point out about book number 8 is not part of any pack. Okay, so book number 8 is the $50 version or the lingerie version of the book that we just showed. This is not in any pack. Hence, you see that big red sticker there that says not in any pack. So again, book number 8, if you're interested in this, Michael, thank you, man. Thanks so much for joining us always like you do. Michael always seems to ask me the tough questions. So Michael, if you got any tough questions, please wait until the end of the class. All right. Michael, just kidding, man. Whenever you got questions, just fire them away, dude. So again, book number 8, if you are interested in that, thanks for the red sticker, says Steven. That's a Noah invention right there. All right. Not in any pack. All right, kind of showing you exactly when a book is not available in a pack.
I got the answer in real time.
Is that right? There you go. So book number 8 is not part of any pack. We also saw on pack number 1 when certain books are only in a pack, you'll get that red sticker, that kind of thing. Michael, always, again, appreciate your questions, dude. So again, book number 8, again, Grim Fairy Tales V2, and it's 71 Eyes in Indigo. Again, the book itself is $50. We do our 125 print runs for 50. Again, book number 8, if you're interested in that, try and keep in mind this is not part of pack number 1, not part of pack number 2. So the only way to grab book number 8 will be buying it individually right now as book number 8. All right, same thing with book number 9. This was not part of any pack that we did today. However, book number 9 was part of the San Diego Comic-Con pack number 2. So you may recognize this book from the last stream that we did. This was part of our SDCCC pack number 2. Okay. But if you want to buy it individually, certainly a chance to buy it right now. It's book number 9. Again, it's Grim Fairy Tales V2 71J. And again, it's $100. This is the topless version of book number 7 and 8. Okay. And again, a cover by Paul Green. We absolutely love the fantastic work that Paul Green does, and color by the fantastic Ula Moss too as well. So again, book number 9, if you're interested in that, again, it's Grim Fairy Tales V271J, and again, $100. Also note that it's not in any pack, that we did today, but this was part of a pack that we did. I believe it was last stream that we did those San Diego Comic-Con packs that we did. All right. So again, if you're interested in book number 9, just put it into notes and she shall be yours. Salud. Yamas, as my man Elias Chazius would say. All right. So again, if you're interested in that, again, put book number 9 into the notes. The only showcase that we have going for the stream is book number 9, or excuse me, the showcase. I'm sorry. Jeez, oh man. I'm reading this stuff as I'm like trying to say it at the same time. So again, showcase number, the showcase is just, you can just put showcase into the notes and it'll be yours. If you're interested in the non-Z-rated version of this, you can find it on our web store. All you have to do is go to subscriptions, go to cosplay. You'll find the Candy cosplay subscription. That is all the Paul Greens. Basically, this in a $50 version. It usually comes with a metal card. Usually comes with something else too as well. What do you got?
Ask Larry to clarify because we didn't go up to book 10.
Showcase.
Oh, okay. There.
Yeah. Larry, are you trying to mess with this dude? Are you trying to mess with us on book number 10? All right, Larry, I'll see if I can figure out a book number 10. All right, if you'd like me to, I'll make something up off the top of my head. Maybe I'll come up with like $100 book. Put you down for a book number 10, dude. Larry, all good, dude. Trust me, it's all good, dude. It's Friday and it's casual. We're having a fantastic. He's throwing it now. He's like, don't give me the exclamation point, sir. All right, don't argue with me. All right, let's go. Book number 10 is Showcase. There it is, right there. We're changing the name. So again, if you're interested in the Paul Green, put it to the notes. It shall be yours. Again, this is the only showcase that we have going for the convention that we're doing today. So if you're interested in it, please put it into the notes. Again, it's $100. It is a 100 print run. And it is the topless version. I had somebody ask me yesterday to show the back of the showcase, which I certainly can do again. There you see it is. It's Showcase Edition 2023. And Larry, thanks so much, man. Always appreciate you, dude. Larry also joined us for the Philly VIP event. We had a really good time. I don't know if you meant 10 showcases, but Ryan, I feel like you're putting some words in Larry's mouth now. Larry, if you're going to do 10 showcases, I think we can work out a deal that's better than $100 per. All right. Has the August holiday book? I believe it has. Yeah, the August
subscription.
The August holiday subscription.
Yeah.
Isn't it like a back to school something? It has. It's the Drax Scout, right? And it's out, isn't it?
As a subscription. I don't think it's been released outside of the subscription.
So Kyle, on that one, it's just available in subscription only. But eventually that book, I think, makes the web store, right? Like we let those, it'll be September, like it comes out as a single.
I believe so. I think that's not working anymore.
Okay, good deal. All right, so again, if you're interested in the holiday book for August, it'll be a back to school. It'll be a cover by Drax Gal. And you'll see that probably on the web store. You'll see that on the web store next month. All right, there you go. Thanks, Kara. So again, if you're interested in showcase, it's there. Just put it into the notes and it shall be yours. Kyle, thank you, dude. Appreciate you keeping us on our toes. But yeah, if you're interested in the subscription, you can get it right now. There you go, Larry. Larry, good work. Good work going on at you. Ryan, thanks for trying, but that's a no, I'm thinking. All right. If you're interested in the metal comic, the only one that we have going for this stream would be this bad boy right here. That would be the Keith Garvey. So again, if you're interested in the Keith Garvey, it is limited to 15. I think we sold a good amount of these yesterday, but we'll still open it up to everybody. So if you want to do double ups on the metal, in fact, if you want to do double ups on any of the books that I've showed so far or whatever, you certainly can do so. So again, so metal. I keep wanting to say metal number 1. Jeff will get you down for the metal. Thanks so much. It's a 15 print run. And again, a cover by Keith Garvey. It's based on the body paint cover that we did earlier. If you're looking for the $30 version of this, that would be book number 3. All right. And again, we're gonna be doing some books in the recap hour. So it looks like we got tons of time here, dude. So I think you know what? I still got to do the cereal pack. All right, so let's do the cereal pack real fast, and then I'm going to get to some new books that I went crazy on. So we might have to do some. I don't know. The only thing what I'm thinking doing, Noah, so we can do one of two things. We can either cut the stream shorter based on going through the recap and then going through all the books that I have for the back to school sale, and then we can cut the stream shorter. Like say we're done by like 3:30, 3:45 or something like that. Or we can do, or I can add on. I don't know if I want to add on.
I say we're going to be end early.
Yeah, I'd say we're going to be end early
let
too.
People go back to work, let them drive home.
Yeah, that's true. Let's go. Let's rock that out. All right. So the cereal card pack. If you're interested in the cereal card pack, it's $10. All right. Try and keep in mind you may order more than one cereal card pack. Yesterday we were doing you could do like up to 5. So Ian, thanks for the update on that. So if you want to do up to 5 of the cereal card packs, try and keep in mind that the cards inside are random. There's almost always a topless card. I would say there actually is always a topless card inside the cereal card trading packs that you see here. So again, it's only $10. I think if you look these up on the web store, I think they're normally $12.99. So we're giving you a little bit of a break on these. If you want to do, Edward, say if you want to do more than one, you certainly can. You could do ×2 on the packs. You could do ×3. We had a couple of people doing ×5 on the packs yesterday, and we're certainly fine with that. Christopher CG jumping in on 2 as well. He's going to do 3 of these bad boys. Christopher, thanks so much as always for joining us like you do. So if you're interested in the cereal card pack, again, these are just $10 each, and you may do up to 5 on the cereal card trading packs. There's Georgia jumping in too as well. Georgia, thanks so much for yesterday. That was really kind of you and Scott. Had Kiera and I and the rest of the office kind of befuddled as to who gave us some cookie cakes or whatever. I can tell you right now, I had another one this morning. They were really good.
I had 2 this morning.
Oh my God, they're so tasty, dude.
Chocolate.
Oh yeah, the chocolate. Oh my God, they're rich.
Are there any left?
There's
I was going to say they're better.
Yeah, there's. Well, I don't think the lemon ones are going as fast, but the chocolate ones are going, and of course those velvet ones too are going too as well. But oh my God, they're so good. Can't thank you enough, Georgia. Can't thank you and Scott enough. Thanks so much for doing that. Those were really on time and really phenomenal. All right, so again, if you're interested in the cereal card pack, it is just $10. All right, so here's what I want to get to, dude. I want to see if we can rock out some different books. These are not books that you haven't seen before, just maybe that you haven't seen at the discounted prices that you see that I'm going to offer them. I'm looking to do a back to school sale. Hence the code on these, they would be like back to school or BTS 01, BTS 2, that kind of thing. So how I'm going to do these is if you want to buy more than one, you certainly may do so. Okay. So let's say the first book that I show, you want to buy more than one because let's say you'd like to get one graded. Maybe you want to have one graded and signed. Maybe you just want to keep one raw, that kind of thing. So if you would like to buy more than one, maybe you want to flip one. A lot of our buyers, sometimes they'll buy one book and then they'll flip a second to try and pay for some of the cost of their first book and so forth. That's one of the kind of unique things about Zenescope is you can tend to flip some of our books There's not nearly as much competition on eBay as there is for like Marvel and DC, some of the bigger publishers out there and so forth, that kind of thing. So, so if you are interested in buying more than one, you certainly can. Let's say we have 20 of a book to sell, okay? And you want to buy 2 or 3 of it, and there's 20 people that buy the book. Well, then you will be probably one of the 20 that get it, but you know, that kind of thing. So if you want to add, if you want to get more than one of these books, is what I'm trying to say. If I could say it sometime today, you may go ahead and do so. So you may put down BTS 1 times 3, BTS 1 times 1, or just BTS 1 or something like that. We'll assume that you just need me 1. But for right now, let's rock it out. All right. So this is the first book that we're going to do. I put this one up because, again, I'm figuring the wheels of the bus go round and round, dude. Wheels of the Bus. This is Back to School. First one to perfectly started out. This is a book I think that we were doing for like 20, 25 bucks when we first started. So again, if you're looking for more than one copy of this book, you certainly may go ahead and do so. So if you want to buy like more than one, just put BTS 1 times 2, BTS 1 times 3, whatever you'd like to do. And as long as we have inventory, we will give them to you. Okay. So this is covered by Paolo Panalina. And again, the book itself was Grimm Spotlight. I believe it was Red Agent.
Beast of Belgium.
Yeah, Beast of Belgium. Thank you so much. So again, if you're interested in that book, it was a standalone story. Let me see if the Beast of Belgium was written by. So I got a feeling this was a Joe. It was a damn. All right, so this is a Joe story. So again, perfect readable as well as a collectible. If you've never read anything Zenescope before, this kind of introduces you to our Red Agent character. It's almost like our female James Bond, that kind of thing. It does happen to have Robin as a bus driver on the cover, and I'm not sure if Robin makes an appearance in this issue. But again, BTS 1 is what we're looking for. Again, it's just 15 bucks. It is a 350 print run. So I'm assuming that when we first came out with this book, it was 20 bucks. But I'm doing these bad boys for just 15 bucks. And again, if you want to buy more than one, you certainly may go ahead and do so. Okay. So again, BTS 1. And I'm seeing quite a few people jumping on that. So that is BTS 1 again for just 15 bucks. All right. So let's go to BTS number 2. I wanted to rock it out. You know, I'm heavy with my Eagles, dude. So I'm going back to school with some birds, baby. All right. A little eBass for a little 20 bucks. This is another one of the Grimm Spotlight Red Agent Beast of Belgium covers too as well. This one happens to be cover H's and Henry. And again, just 20 bucks on this bad boy. This was a 250 print run, so I'm definitely positive this one was 25 when we first introduced it. Has a little Philly Eagle thing feel going to it as well. Again, if you want to buy more than one, you certainly may go ahead and do so. If you want to buy 2, you want to buy 3, you certainly may go ahead and do so. As long as we have stock, you can buy as many as you want. Try and keep in mind, like let's say if I only had 10 of these, I know I have more than 10. But so the first 10 people that put in the BTS 2 would get it. This one I know we actually have about 45 to sell. So I got a feeling, Larry, you're going to get both. Tammy, you're going to get yours two as well. Larry, couldn't agree with you more, dude. Love our Philly Bulldogs. The Eagles have been completely crap in the bed as far as their preseason games go. But then again, Jalen Hurts has literally not played in one game yet so far this preseason. I think they're just that worried about getting that kid hurt. So I guess we'll see. We'll see him in week 1. No, that I can guarantee you, dude. All right. So again, BTS number 2. Again, this is 20 bucks. A little eBass for 20 bucks. To me, that makes it a steal. Steal. All right. So if you're interested in this cover, just put it into the notes. BTS 2. And again, another perfect readable as well as Eddie. I couldn't agree with you more. Preseason means nothing. All right. So again, BTS number 2. If you want to, just put it to the notes and she shall be yours. Again, that cover or that book, again, written by Joe Bruscia. It is our Grimm Spotlight Red Agent Beast of Belgium. And it's cover H. A little eBass for 20 bucks that you see there. Ivan, thanks for joining us again today. Just like you did yesterday, man. I'm changing up I think I told you, Ivan, I'm changing up my what I bring to the Philly VIP events just because of you, man. I want to see if I can bring some graphic novels to the next one that we do for certain. All right, let's rock out BTS number 3. BTS number 3, only 15 bucks on this bad boy. Little Paul Green. It's one of the older serial covers that he did for us. Little Flirty Rebels. You obviously know where we're going on that. Little cocoa flavored going on this bad boy. This one is also a Grim Spotlight Red Agent. It's Beast of Belgium. This one happens to be cover J. So I think this cover, when we first came out with it, probably was 25. I think it was actually 25 because it's a $2.99 print run. Again, if you're interested in multiple covers of this, you certainly may go ahead and do so. You may buy more than one. You can buy 2, 3. This one I know we have plenty to sell. So I got a feeling everybody that wants 2, everybody that wants 3, you guys are going to get them. So we're very fortunate to have you guys buying multiple copies. Thanks so much for doing that. We're trying to sell this book out. I know this book, when it first came out, I think it was $25. So again, getting $10 off on this, certainly not a bad deal there. So again, this is Back to School or BTS 3, again for $15. A little Paul Green, again, little Flirty Rebels, and I'm a big fan of this one. Is it Cocoa Puffs? Cocoa Pebbles. I was a fan of Cocoa Pebbles.
Mm-hmm.
All right, big fan.
Love the chocolate milk afterwards.
Oh yeah, giddy up. All right, so again, BTS number 3, again, $15. If you're interested in that bad boy, just put it into notes, and it shall be yours. Seeing a lot of you guys jumping on some of these. Thanks so much for doing so. I'm glad you guys are liking the book so far. All right, let's go to one that is a Jose Luis cover from way back when. I think this was like 2014. So this will be BTS number 4. I'm doing these bad boys for just $20. All right. I think when I did these before on a stream, I want to say they were like 50 or like 40. Definitely something like it was. I don't know. It was definitely a lot higher than 20. That's for sure. All right. So BTS number 4, again, same deal. If you want to buy more than one of these covers, you certainly can do so. Koi, thanks so much for jumping in, dude. Koi, good to see you as always. Was that BTS number 2 I was delivering?
Gary's got it.
Gary, you good? All right. So again, this right now, Gary, we're on BTS number 4. Try and keep in mind, Gary, I'm going to go back through these again. If you can hang with us, I'm going to be doing a recap, like basically going through all the books again at 2:45. So we'll have masterclass at 2. That'll be with David Wall and our main man, Noah. Also, Noah, I don't know if you mentioned too, if you guys do like a $500 order, they get a mystery envelope. Did we talk about that?
I don't think I did.
I don't think we did. And the other thing is I meant to bring down a mystery envelope and I did not. Well, you guys know what those mystery envelopes are. So real quick, if anyone does a $500 order or more, I'm assuming if you get to 1,000 today in an order, you're going to get a free mystery envelope. Okay. And the mystery envelope, everybody knows those have been there. First of all, they're going like crazy on eBay. Anytime we do like a flash sale on those mystery envelopes, they do really well. Anytime we do one of those free with a pack or something like that, they tend to do really well. So try and keep in mind, every single time you get a mystery envelope, you're guaranteed to getting a book that's at least a $30 value or higher. You get those crimson eBay covers in there. Those did really well at any VIP events we've ever done. A lot of times you guys are trading off those crimson covers. Sometimes you get really, really lucky, and there's a topless serial cover in there too as well. Sometimes there are topless versions of the crimson covers, but not the crimson style. But sometimes there are topless covers in there too as well. So, Larry, couldn't agree with you more. What do you got, sir?
Do you know who's the artist for that BTS 4 book?
This is Jose Luis.
Jose Luis.
Jose Luis.
Thank you.
San Luis Obispo. All right. So if you're interested in that bad boy, I'm pretty sure it's just Jose Luis. Let me. I'll pop it out just to see. I recognize the signature, but I'm gonna double check it myself. Yep, Jose Luis tube. Okay. So again, if you're interested in that bad boy, this is BTS number 4, and also you may buy multiple copies too as well. Gary, make sure you're staying hydrated out there. If you're delivering and it's real hot, make sure you're staying hydrated, darling. We certainly don't want you collapsing out there while you're doing your job. Also, no driving and buying at the same time, Gary. All right, I worry about you, darling.
Yes, Gary. If you miss something, just email me.
Gary, right. The other thing is too, Gary, is you can always watch the stream later. Okay, you can always watch the stream later. You shoot an email to Kiara, that VCons at Zenescope, and we will get you taken care of, darling. Gary, believe me, we want you alive and safe, not crashing into a pole or something like that because you're interested in some of the books that we're selling. All right, so BTS number 4, again, 20 bucks. This is Warlord of Oz, issue number 6, and it was covered D as in David. And if you're interested in that bad boy, just put it into the notes. And again, you may buy more than one. Mark, thanks so much for joining us, dude. So Mark, I'm going to be going back around through all the books that I've covered so far. Again, once we get past around 2:45 Eastern, I think you're in Texas, so I got a feeling it's 1:45 where you're at now. But anyway, 2:45, or excuse me, it's 1:46 here now. So I guess 12:45 there now. So Mark, again, I'm going to be doing a recap on basically everything that I'm showing now around 2:45 Eastern, about 1:45 your time. All right. So again, if you're interested in any of these back to school books, we're going to have plenty of stock, and we'll be rocking it out. All right. This one I've only got 14 to sell.
This is 5.
This is BTS number 5, right? So BTS number 5, this one I've only got 14 to sell on this bad boy. So if there are 14 people that want it in the stream, all 14 people are going to get one of each. If you're one of the first people to buy it and you want 2 of it, you certainly may go ahead and say, I want 2 of it. But try and keep in mind, I've only got 14 total of this book to sell. This is a cover by Dawn McTague. The book itself was Belle, and I believe it's Dragon Clan, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think so. Right. Yeah, it was Dragon Clan, written by Dave Franchini, and a fantastic cover by Dawn McTague. All right. So again, if you're interested in BTS number 5, again, that's only 15 bucks. Larry, it is a VIP only book, right? So we're throwing out a VIP only book to pretty much each and everybody here. So again, BTS number 5. The book itself is a perfect standalone as well, perfect readable as well as a collectible. I know I only have 14 total to sell, and it's a pretty hard 14. So what we'll try and do is keep it to 14 total on this bad boy. So Larry, if we can accommodate you on a '2, we certainly will. Tammy, same thing. If we can accommodate you on a *2, we certainly will. But if we're short of 14, then I got to just basically just give you one as long as we're good to go on the 1. All right. So again, Back to School 5 is the Belle that you see here. Again, covered by Dawn McTague. Again, put it into the notes and it shall be yours. And that is our Back to School number 5. Just so you guys have a general idea too as well. I'm doing 20 different Back to School books. If I don't get to all of them in the first hour, don't worry about it. I'm definitely going to be able to get to them in the recap hour. So again, 2:45. Stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for Masterclass at 2:00 with Noah and David Wall. You got to figure it out, Kiara. You good?
Yep.
Okay, so we're going to be we'll do some double ups where we can. We just got to make sure that each and everybody gets at least one.
Yep.
And then where we can give out double ups, we certainly can. I know Tammy and I think Larry were looking for at least a double up if they could.
Yep. Yeah, I got them both down.
All right, cool. So it looks like you guys are both getting that on the double up. This next one I'm a big fan of, and I can't believe I'm doing this for 15 bucks. What? 15 bucks, dude. Are you out of your mind? This book alone is worth easily, I don't know, somewhere between 25 and 50. All right. It is a gatefold cover. Okay. That I'm doing for 15 bucks. What? All right. All these covers are sold out. All right. This is a chance to grab all this artwork, all this beautiful artwork. 15 bucks, dude. BTS number 6. Same thing. If you want to double up, you want to triple up, you certainly may go ahead and do so. Dave, I'll guarantee if you're interested in the double up or the triple up, you're going to be able to sell one of these bad boys for a whole lot more than 15 bucks. You could probably sell one of these for like 30 or 40. All right. So BTS or Back to School number 6. This is my kind of back to school right here. All right. I don't know what this has to do with back to school, but I'm feeling it. All right. So again, you're getting all Elias Chadzuda's beautiful covers, all connecting in a gatefold cover, a 5 times cover, literally for $15. The book itself is Grim Fairy Tales 47, and I believe it's 47K as in kick. I know I have a really good amount of these bad boys. Gary has 3 of these already. Gary, holy guacamole, dude. You're doing what the Cooksons do. You're ordering, you're multiplying over there. All right. So again, just absolutely fantastic cover work by Elias Chadzudas again for just 15 bucks. What? Big fan. All right. So again, Grim Fairy Tales 47. 47 was the Nixie of Mill Pond. What? Nixie? the heck is a Nixie? All right, the Nixie of Mill Pond. All right, good stuff going on there, Dave. All right. So again, if you're interested in that bad boy for just $15 and you want to double up, you certainly may go ahead and do so. Put it into the notes, and she shall be yours. Have it, don't need it again. Ian, good call. Ian, where are we at likewise, dude? I think before we were around 40 something. I'm seeing about 60 people on the stream. So if everybody jumps over to YouTube Live to hit a like, all right. The good thing, I think Jenna, we had Jenna yesterday. Jenna has like 17 accounts. She hit like 17 likes was Jenna. Jenna, if you're listening out there, so we're at 50, dude. So we're about halfway there. All right. 50 likes, not bad, dude. All right. We're keeping our fingers crossed, Ryan. I still got my fingers crossed for it. All right. So if we get to those 60 more likes, we're gonna get the Synergins prints. And then one lucky winner will be going home with one of the posters that Noah showed, the EVAS, the Chrome, or the Dawn McTague. And we'll do that in a something race. Did we figure out a back to school themed like something for the race?
I got kids on pogo sticks.
Oh my God, that sounds great.
All right, we'll do pogo sticks.
Pogo sticks, dude. I'm gonna tell you right now, I had a bad accident with a pogo stick when I was younger.
Oh no.
And you can imagine, you could let your mind wander, and it wasn't good. All right. Needless to say, I was incapacitated for at least the next 30 to 45 minutes.
Oh, no.
Jay was down. It wasn't good. I think I was like 8 though. So they weren't fully developed. All right, we're 50. Oh, we're at 58 right now. Bam! Look at that. We talk about it a little bit, and all of a sudden, 58 likes, dude. All right. Maybe that's Jenna. Oh, Jenna is here. Jenna, I need you. Get some crazy likes going on. Use all 17 of your accounts, whatever you got to do there, Jenna. All right, dude, work your magic, girl. You are the woman. All right. Really awesome to see Jenna and JD, the Mushroom Man, at the VIP event when we caught him just a couple weekends ago. All right. Let's rock out BTS number. I don't know where we're at. Seven, man. So 7 is a wraparound also. This is a 2-in-1. $50, dude. What? You guys are going to see it. You're going to be like, Jay, are you out of your mind? $50? What? This is a 100 print run. Okay, a 100 print run for $50. Same thing. You may do multiples. All right. You may buy 2. You may buy 3. You can go crazy with it. All right. So BTS number 7 is Grim Fairy Tales V2 48L as in Larry. How many are you buying? You're crazy. All right. BTS number 7, again, $50. This is a 100 print run. All right. A wraparound. Another Elias Chadzudas. Little Roadrunner, little meat, little Wile E. Coyote. Super genius. I like the sound of that. Wile E. Coyote. So I was always rooting for Wile E. Coyote, dude. Wile E. Coyote always ended up on his ass, always ended up blown up underneath a rock, freaking like in a big hole. It's almost like the same thing you were always rooting for Tom on Tom and Jerry. Like just one of these times you wish Tom could have caught Jerry, all right, and tore his ass up. All right. Like I think as a kid, I had utter hatred for Jerry. All right. He was that smiling little freaking mouse. He was so freaking cute. Was Jerry. All right. And Tom, who was just a cat, who was like freaking guarding the house, doing his best work. All right. And there's Jerry. Freaking mouse, dude. A rodent. All right. Mark, I couldn't agree with you more, dude. That was the problem, dude. The Roadrunner was freaking, he was like flying. Okay, dude, you could fly across freaking canyons, and meanwhile the Coyote was like using Acme rockets to freaking and yeah, Jerry was an instigator. He was almost like Woody Woodpecker. Exactly, Chris. All right. Another one I freaking hated was that Woody Woodpecker, that little bastard. Although I can't remember the arch nemesis for Woody Woodpecker. All right. What was the for Woody Woodpecker? Was it Foghorn Leghorn?
No.
I love me some Foghorn Leghorn, dude. I say, boy.
He had the chicken hawk.
He had the chicken hawk, dude.
The chicken hawk.
I'm a chicken hawk, and you're a chicken, and I'm gonna eat you. Oh man, Saturday.
Oh boy, you're doing it all wrong.
Big fan of the old the Roadrunner was a bully. I agree, Carol. Carol, we're on the same page there, Dawn. Carol and I showing our age. We totally freaking. I'm telling you right now, some of those cartoons, dude. Bugs Bunny back in the day, the best, dude. All right. I can't even watch Bugs Bunny now. It's like it's just not the same. It's not written the same. What do you got?
There's a new Looney Tunes movie coming out that's all about like how the coyote like sues the Acme Corporation.
Oh yeah. That sounds all right, dude. It was Buzz Buzzard. Ryan, thank you. That's good knowledge out of you, sir. Good work there, sir. Buzz Buzzard was the arch nemesis. All right, good stuff, dude. Good work out of you. All right, so again, book number 7. If you're interested in this bad boy, put it to notes. Again, if you want more than one, you certainly may go ahead and do so. Again, some more Elias Chadzuda's fantasticness going on with that one right there. All right, let's do one more book, and then we will. Is Wall with us? He's not there.
Not yet.
We have no Wall.
Not
We have
yet.
no Wall. We have no.
Dave.
We have walls around us. We have no David Wall. Oh, geez. All right. Where are we at here? We're at book number 8. All right, BTS number 8. BTS number 8 is Wonderland 44E, a little Age Velez, dude. All right, same thing, $50, dude. Another one of those 100 print runs. This is our bombshell exclusive, a Comics Pro bombshell exclusive. Wonderland 44E. I've only got 24 of these bad boys to sell. All right, so we're going to make it a hard 24. Again, if you're interested in Wonderland 44E, just put it into the notes and it shall be yours. My mom watched Looney Tunes and Tom and Jerry. Oh, Gary, first of all, my condolences on your mom, but I'm going to tell you right now, big fan of Tom and Jerry, dude. At least she was entertained at the very end. Big fan of Tom and Jerry. And then every once in a while, they would do the team up, where Tom would he would team up with Jerry. Hated that too. All right, dude. Somebody has to kill that freaking mouse. All right, somebody out there, do me a favor, dude. All right, so BTS number 8. Again, if you're interested in BTS number 8, again, it's just $50. Put it to the notes, and she shall be yours. All right, again, it's Wonderland 44E. This is from our original ongoing Wonderland series. Excuse me, pardon me there. So our Wonderland series, we did an ongoing series for Wonderland. Started with issue 1 and ended around issue 50. This is basically the continuation from Return, Beyond, Escape, and then the Tales from Wonderland 1, 2, and 3 too as well. And then we also did a lot of break-offs from the Wonderland series early on, like Call of Wonderland, Madness of Wonderland, Through the Looking Glass, books like that and so forth, down the rabbit hole that you can find on our web store as far as graphic novels go. This would be Wonderland 44. This was part of our Wonderland ongoing series. So again, BTS number 8. Again, $50 for that bad boy, and it's Age Velez. Big fan of Age Velez. Big fan. All right, let's keep going, dude. Until we get Wall. Do we have to text him? Like, what is he doing?
I just talked to him like 40 minutes ago.
What the heck is it? Wall, what are you doing? I don't even know what you're doing out there. What are you saying? All right. Let's go to BTS number 9. BTS number 9 is our Grim Tales of Terror. This was Grim Tales of Terror Volume 2. It was issue number 12. This is another one of those ones. This one actually be 150 print run, but I'm doing this bad boy for just $40. All right. Same thing. If you want to do multiples of this book, you certainly can. Ian, couldn't agree with you more there, dude. We had on the Wonderland ongoing, I think that was actually David Finch's wife, Meredith Finch, wrote a good amount of our Wonderland ongoing and so forth. Boy, that's a really talented family. So David Finch, who did phenomenal covers for us. In fact, David Finch did the cover for the Neverland trade paperback. Big fan of David Finch's covers. And then his wife went on to do some writing for us in the Wonderland ongoing series. So again, BTS number 9, again, $40. It is Grim Tales of Terror Volume 2, and it's 12 E as in Eagles. So if you're interested in this bad boy, again, and you want multiple copies, you certainly can. If you just want to buy one, you certainly can do so as well. This is another Age Velez. So if you're interested in that bad boy, again, a great readable as well as collectible. It is our Tales of Terror issue number 12 from Volume 2. So that would actually be in that hardcover Volume 2. This one happens to be the app. All right. So a good standalone story. And again, where you find Karis, like literally getting introduced right off the bat. Karis saying, "What's up there, gentlemen? I'll kill you later." All right. That's Karis, dude. Awesome. Good work out of her. All right. So again, if you're interested in BTS number 9, just put it into notes and it shall be yours. Again, BTS number 9, just $40. And that is what GTPP. Are you speaking in English, Gary? What are you asking me there? What is GTPT? I'm gonna guess that I have no idea what you're asking me. All right, Gary, if you can clarify. Make sure you pull over there first, darling. All right. Make sure you pull over and clarify as far as do you want to it looks like yes,
and
you
you want to
do.
do one more book.
You want to do one more? Yeah, let's do one more.
Nice even 10.
Yeah, let's do 10. We'll make it nice and even, and then we'll bring on David Wall in a moment. David, good to see you, my friend. As always, looking dapper and sharp. How are you, sir? I'm sure we'll find all about what's going on in David these days. All right, so again, book number 10 is BTS 10. And again, this is $40, another Age of Velez. This was our Diamond Retailer Summit exclusive. It was a 150 print run, again, for just $40. Same thing, you may double up.
Gary was asking.
Right.
Grim Tales of Terror, Volume 2.
Right, okay.
Issue 12, and it was the app.
Right. So Gary, what we were looking for there was our Grim Tales of Terror. It was Volume 2, which you can find in the hardcover Volume 2. There was a Volume 1, which was 13 issues. There was a Volume 2 that's 13 issues, a Volume 3, which is also 13 issues, and then Volume 4, which is 13 issues that we came out in hardcovers each time. Okay, that one happened to be issue 12 from that Volume 2. Okay, and it was covered E as in Edgar. All right, so this one we're doing right now here is BTS 10. Again, it's $40. And again, if you're interested in doubling up, you certainly can do that. Again, BTS number 10, another covered by Age Velez. I'm a big fan. I would like to get rescued by a firefighter like this. All right, BTS number 10, again, $40. So it looks like we're going to call quits right there. Keep in mind, I've got about another 10 books to go on these back to school sales. So Noah, if you are ready to take it away, David Wall, thank you for joining us. Take it away, sirs.
Hey, hopefully you all can hear me okay. I got my funky fun little headset on. I'm here in my faux cubicle, my sound absorbing paneling. So I think without further ado, please welcome to the stream the master of this class, Mr. David Wall.
Hey, oh, I'm a little
hello.
Hey, so I was wondering if there could be like a fantasy football master class with Jason.
Hey, people, I
have like all these drafts coming up. When we're in Austin. Oh, geez, I can't center myself. It's making my hair look funny. Oh, wait, let me when we have to do a whole bunch of conventions, or I have to do a whole bunch of fantasy drafts while we're at a convention in Austin next weekend. So maybe I could have Jay on like on instant message or something to help me.
I think so. He's certainly clearly he knows his what he's talking about in terms of football and fantasy, and I think he won the last few leagues. I know there were a couple going on last year, but people have been asking for a VIP specific fantasy football league. So like a fantasy football league with all of our #1 fans and customers and that sort of thing.
Maybe some kind of trip to Vegas where you could do a draft like at the craps table.
That's not a bad idea. And then maybe you start.
Or maybe that's closer.
Depending, get Ralph involved. See about maybe scheduling the VIP event. Not trying to cross the streams too much between the fantasy football and the comic.
No, that's not a bad idea. If Jerry, maybe I could pay Jay to draft for me.
Honestly,
I got the #1 pick in this draft that I have next Tuesday. And I was going to draft Bijan Robinson, the rookie, with the #1 pick, and I had to talk myself out of it. I know that means nothing to you, Noah, but it was I
heard
a number one in there. #1 means good.
And hi, Joshua, Mark, and Larry.
Hello.
But you're number one in my heart, and that's why we get to share a room together in Austin.
Yeah, come on down to Austin GalaxyCon next weekend, Labor Day weekend. Celebrate with your favorite Zenescope family. It's David
West
Wall and
Boston,
Noah
maybe.
and Pat and Ralph. But it'll be fun. I'll be excited. I've never been to Texas before. I'll be able to cross
really? Well,
other.
Austin is nice. Austin is not like the rest of Texas.
The rest of Texas
No,
is
actually,
not.
Texas has a lot of cool things in it, but Austin is definitely like a different vibe than the rest of the state.
That's kind of
It's
the consensus that I've gotten so far. Everybody's saying like, "Oh, you got good music down there in Austin. You got to go see some music while you're down there."
You do. You got to go to the clubs.
Not like the clubs.
No, not like the
clubs.
clubs. But
The clubs.
yeah, like Lone Star beer or whatever they drink there.
Yeah. I don't know what they drink in Texas. Milk.
Lots of cows. Anyway,
Lots of cows. Anyway, master class.
I always get inspired when I see that master class beginning. Oh, Mark's going to be there on Saturday. All right. Well.
Hey, all right. We will see you then.
And I agree. Austin should have a VIP convention.
I think so. That we were in talks of doing.
There's probably one person at Zenescope who would really be into a VIP convention in Austin.
I said I wanted just do it in Ralph's backyard, like even if the event itself isn't being held in Ralph's backyard, like just all of the Zenescope employees that normally you have to fly out and get a hotel room for, you just, hey, everybody, I call dibs on Ralph's couch. You can have.
And then we can hang out with his dog.
Yeah, Buffy and Tank.
Dogs.
Plural.
Oh, all right.
All right. Guess what? And very quickly before we get into the nitty gritty, look what came back from San Diego.
Oh, yeah. I think we should share that with everybody here.
Yes.
Because I think this is relevant to the conversation.
Yeah.
Which is, you never know when you're going to come up with ideas for superheroes or for supervillains. And it's sort of like the way songwriters, or like how what was the one? There was one movie, right? Oh, it was A Few Good Men that Aaron Sorkin wrote it on like cocktail napkins, like while he was a bartender. So you never know. Like, and we're sitting there at conventions, we sometimes we have some free time, sometimes we're, like our minds just wander. And we come to what makes a great superhero, like, especially because like I'm bad with names, and I kind of like the whole coming up with the name first and then figuring out the ability around it. So Noah was good at that, and Noah's uses his artistic skill to bring to life.
It was a team effort. We were rambling. We were both stationed on the same side of the booth in San Diego together. So we were just riffing and coming up with characters. And Franchini helped out with a few of them too. But I forgot about some of them. My favorite one. Well, there were a few of them that I thought were really, really good. Some of them started to get a little too silly. But do you remember the steak charmer? Instead of the snake charmer, he's a steak charmer. And he pulls out and he plays his little flute. And then so you're at a big old Italian dinner with all these mafia guys. And they're all sitting there eating their steaks. And then he breaks the door down and he starts playing the flute. And the steaks come up and just kind of like, smacking him on the face. But then
did you have I lost it already.
I got everything.
Tater or something?
The what?
Tater? Imitator?
Oh, the imitator. Yes. Now that one I'm claiming like specifically, like if Zenescope doesn't do anything with imitator, I'm taking imitator back for myself, especially because we had an incident then. So the imitator is basically his whole MO is taking real potatoes and potato products and swapping them out with fake potatoes and fake potato products when nobody's looking. So like you go and you bite into your French fry and you're like, oh, what is it, styrofoam? Who the hell gave me a fake French fry? And then the imitator's standing there and he's got like a what's the Phantom of the Opera mask in the shape of a potato chip. Yeah, it was me, the imitator.
There you go.
And but I think when you and I were talking about him, we started developing him a little more. And I think he's French, and he's like, oh, the French fries, they belong to us. You could take them, your freedom fries. That's not what French fries are. You don't deserve them. And so he takes, because we were at an Italian restaurant, and they brought out what I thought were French fries. And imagine my frustration when I bite into it, and it's a dang zucchini.
That's tough.
It's right. It's the worst thing that anybody's ever had to deal with in the history of humanity. So I think that's cause for villainhood.
Yeah, and that's sort of our topic today, right? Among
Villains.
Others. Yeah, well, we have a couple of topics if we have time, but villains is definitely one of them. So you want to recap what where we are?
Yes, I would love to. So
Is there music for this? Is there music and video? Oh, if you would have made a video like drawing the character and stuff, that would have been cool. But maybe next time.
Maybe next time. We'll see. We just got done a hi Crystal's animator.
Hi, Crystal's animator.
We just got done talking with Ralph about Movie Club and upping production quality. So the next month, I'm just going to be hunched. You could already see me in the office when I was working on the intro for Master's class. I hunched over my keyboard like this.
I love the intro to Master's class.
I'm glad you like it. Thank you. A little piano, a little fancy writing. Gets the people going.
And then we start talking about imitator.
Then we started, and then we immediately, boom, French fries. And also, although I will just very briefly, you also got Cheapskate on here, who's grown on me. And Mock Turtle has also
Mock Turtle is one of the originals. They are like my friends that like years ago came up with Tailgater and Mock Turtle.
Okay.
So I was really just riffing off those. But anyway, we're digressing again.
No more digress. I digress. But recap from the last few episodes, chapters, if you will, in the saga of Master's Class is we are you're creating a story, a universe, and I think we've got three main elements right now. We have a crystal, a gem, one and the same, with the code names for we've been using are Michigan J Frog and the 2001 Space Odyssey Monolith. So it's something that creates power, something that not necessarily sentient, but reacts differently around different people. The second pillar of our little story here is we have a villain, although not necessarily seen as a villain at first from the eyes of our protagonist. However, the codenames that we were using for him were David Koresh and Father Diordio.
My dad's priest.
Yeah, and we were talking about kind of that, not necessarily a cult person, but somebody of that nature who has the, make friends and influence people, whether that's for good or bad, who's to say? Certainly him. And then the third and probably most important pillar of this structure is our protagonist, who we said was a little Rocky Balboa and a little Jules from Pulp Fiction.
Well, Rocky Balboa pre-boxing.
Rocky Balboa, yes, thank you. A thumb breaker was one of the notes that I wrote down. But sort of like not necessarily like a goon, but a guy who's going along and, he has his own moral code and he might not break his own moral code, but moral code is certainly ambiguous, willing to maybe do something that might, be looked at as illegal or, I don't know, breaking thumbs. I don't know if that's necessarily illegal. Maybe it's assault.
Yeah, it's probably not recommended.
Yeah, you don't go around breaking thumbs for, hoops and chuckles, but if you gotta break some thumbs, you gotta break some thumbs.
Brings up a good point to start, right? Charismatic. So let's focus on the villain thing. We think that who does that highlighting? Was that you?
I did. I just pulled it up. In case
thought-
we're like later on, if we're going back and we're watching this, it's
I thought
you
someone
know,
behind the curtains did that.
I am both simultaneously in front and behind the curtains
Oh,
at
okay.
all times.
So yeah, I wanted to take a step back and think about, yeah, like that, maybe a little bit further, and think about, like, what makes a good villain, what makes a memorable villain, what traits can we incorporate into this for that, right? So I like, I think about, what the in the comics, like how they over time revealed like Magneto's origin, in the X-Men, and then in X-Men First Class they did the whole thing, uh that he's like a Jewish guy whose parents were killed in concentration camps, and the Nazis were trying to use him to do this stuff. I thought it was good. I thought it was the I don't think in all cases the villain needs to be that sympathetic, but I think in some cases it does. At the very least, I guess you have, like, say, Dr. Evil on one side of things, and then whatever the variations, come out to make them on the other side. I mean, thank you, Larry. So, and then sometimes they're malicious, and sometimes they're not. So this guy, like, say we talk about this guy, David Koresh. I think the motivations for being a villain, yeah, that's a good thing to explore. Like what, I mean, I think the old adage that they talk about a lot, in comics or in life, power corrupts, I think I think a guy who could become a villain, like, say we explore what we were talking about with David Koresh and Father Diorio, which is a reference that only I understand. I probably explained it before, but I'll just explain it again and recap. My father, at some point in his life, heard about this, like, this Catholic. He was a Catholic. He was a father, like a faith healer that was somewhere in Connecticut, and people would go on these treks to get healed by this guy, Father Diorio, and he just, like, got obsessed with it, and then ended up. I think him and his sister went. I'm not even sure what they wanted to be cured of, but they went just to experience it, right? So I don't know this Father Diarra. I never met him. And I don't know what his motivation was, but I'm sure his motivation started, his motivation may have never changed, So our David Koresh guy is starting as his Father Diorio guy, who basically, because if you're actually doing something that is making people feel better, whether it's psychological or supernatural or whatever it is, you're going to get a following, right? Because there's people who just want to believe in something, and I think I brought it up as David Koresh. I think it was David Koresh who did do that. I don't remember, there was like some documentary about him, or
Well, we had talked a little bit, I think, in either the last episode or the episode before, about kind of what inspires somebody to join a cult, or not even officially a cult, but kind of a following. And wanting to believe in that, wanting to have that higher power. I think
yeah,
it's definitely an element of
getting
it.
concrete proof that a higher power exists, I think, is pretty powerful. Would be for me.
Yeah.
I know that if someone walked around doing, like, incredible things, I'd probably
No, absolutely. So in terms of, like, the motivation for this character, and you were talking about Magneto, and certainly, like, Magneto, very sympathetic villain, and all the moves that he makes are kind of justified. Like, hey, all the mutants in the world are being, segregated and, put down and, killed and experimented on and doing all these things. So he creates he's basically, mutants should be the superior creatures. I don't know about that, but the X-Men got to play that kind of like black and white, that gray area a little bit. But obviously you can see where Magneto's coming from. That's the thing is, because you've built up this past. The other villain that I always think of is Ozymandias from Watchmen. Because again, his goal, although probably not the most realistic or reasonable, but he's like, hey, if I kill all these, hundreds of thousands of people, and give them this, spoiler alert, and give them this false, villain to attack, then, they're all going to unite together and we're going to have world peace. So having a motivation like that, and I think wanting to help people and wanting to make people feel better and bring that light to them is a good cause to have. And so I think, like you were saying, with power corrupting, I think eventually it's just got to get to that point where and this is just me riffing here, but like maybe eventually like his ego just gets too big, or he just continues to push it too far, like rather than using like maybe does he start to think that his poop smells better than other people's,
Mine does.
Yours does? Interesting. My dad always said his smells like roses, but I don't believe him. Either way, I think that, does he start off, like, was he always a preacher? Are we going for this religious aspect? Because the other thing that we talked about based on the other episodes was, some sort of organized crime, mafiosa, and maybe not necessarily like the, Italian mob or the Yakuza, but, Oliver's Company or something, guys going and stealing and doing some bank robbing or pulling some schemes and making cash on the side was another idea that was floated around. So do you think that we're definitely in the religious?
No. I'm not sure. No, but I'll add another element to it. So we talk about the gem, and remember, not remember. I don't know why I'm saying it like that. At this point in the discussion, we could just throw things out there, and most of them won't stick, but some of them might. And that goes for everybody who's on too. I'd like to hear what people have to say. So we have this gem, and we've talked about. Yeah, that's one way to go, Mark. If it's a religious person, that makes sense. So, but if it's someone who's creating like some kind of organized crime thing, I also don't want to. I feel like there's a risk with the religious stuff to become preachy, even though I'm saying preachy like in the opposite of normal preachy. I'm saying we get preachy against religion, and I don't necessarily want to do that. But anyway, so we have this gem that has its own, we've already established that in the Grimm Fairy Tales 75, no, in Grimm Fairy Tales annual from whatever year that was, they went into the red gem.
Mm-hmm.
That these gems like have their own agendas, and they're, and they could talk to people and kind of push people, right? So it's possible that this guy, just theoretically, like he could be a religious guy who thinks God is talking to him, but it's really this thing, and this thing is having him do bad things, but it's okay because he thinks God is doing them. It could be if we go the organized crime route, it could be cool to have this philanthropist, organized crime guy, this Robin Hood type, who thinks he's doing the right thing. It's almost like I don't know, like an art thief or an environmental something, or I don't know. So whatever this, but I mean, I guess, yeah, like something that Mark, was it Mark? Yeah, I think Mark had mentioned earlier about, being charismatic. I guess like you could be charismatic in any of these facets, right?
Look at Charles Manson. You know,
He was
I've been doing a
charismatic.
lot of shout out to Jake for letting me borrow his Once Upon a Time in Hollywood book. But in that, Quentin Tarantino breaks down a lot of like the Manson family. And it's so impressive to just see like, man, this guy just was some guitar playing hippie that, you know, everybody kind of latched onto because he had a way of, you know, being charismatic or making you think that you were super special or, you know, making you feel cool and good about yourself. And then eventually just continuing to push that to the point where, you know, if he could get a record deal with Columbia and, you know, play with the Beach Boys, he'd absolutely do it in a heartbeat. Screw all these, you know, hippies and bikers and, you know, girls I've been hanging around with. You know, I'm going to go be a rock star.
I almost like being closer to that. Like maybe, I mean, I'm not even, so maybe he's an interesting person to base a character on, you know? Like, I like that idea, you know, I mean, I guess he was probably always crazy though, right?
Oh, absolutely. And there's some questions about like, you know, MK Ultra and acid tests and you know, obviously there's so much more to the Manson family and Manson himself, but at the heart of it, it's like, yeah, he's just some rock star or wannabe rock star.
That's not off the rail. I think that's a good suggestion. I'd like to know how to be a tyrant and how to be a cult leader. I've actually been thinking about it myself, you know. I think
becoming a cult leader?
I think Joe wants me to be a tyrant. So I should probably do some information, like look that up, you know.
Wants you specifically to be like, he's pulling you in his office, like, well, you got to be more of a tyrant. You gotta.
He sort of implies that. Actually, I'll probably check that out though. The how to be a cult leader and how to be a tyrant. That sounds cool. But yeah, I mean,
that's a sequel to how to make friends and influence people. How to be a tyrant and get others to do your bidding.
Yeah. I think it's helpful. But yeah, so the guy. Now, I guess the thing about that is that I doubt Charles Manson is sympathetic.
Yeah, not after you know, eventually he pushed it, you know, too far.
And I'm not saying the villain needs to be sympathetic. There's something cool about a villain not being sympathetic too. All right, so, but like we want to make it an interesting story, so I guess that's the key. And then what we talked about before was that he had the power and then lost it, right? And it ends up in the hands of Rocky Balboa.
Yeah, so we had touched on this, and not to get away from the villain too much.
We could get away. This is a meandering conversation.
Well, I know.
And then we come back, and then we get closer to the brass ring
flow. But I will say we had talked a little bit about there was a possibility of either like, you know, the villain having the power and losing it, and you know, it reacting to Gem and Gem's abilities reacting differently for different people, including our Rocky, our protagonist. But then there was the other thought that we touched on briefly about, you know, him using the power of the gem through somebody else, almost as like a conduit, like you are my oven mitt. So when I take the quiche out of the oven, I don't burn my hands, but you'll get burned, you know? So it's like both of us are taking the quiche out of the oven and we're both getting to enjoy quiche, but only one of us is getting their hands. So basically like using the Rocky, and maybe that Rocky wasn't the first oven mitt. I'm sorry for the oven mitt analogy. Thank you. That and my magic goat analogy from the other episode. But yeah, hey, like basically Rocky being a new oven mitt. So he's gone through an entire cupboard full of oven mitts. And now, you know, Rocky makes Rocky think, oh, you're the only one. This is a special power that you have. You have this gift, and I'll help you use it. You know, you need me to help bring this power out from you. But in reality, it's just, you know, Rocky's like, oh man, why are my fingers shriveling up, and why are my arms turning, gray? Side effects of the gem. So either it's something that like, what I guess, what do you like better, or what do you think would be more of a compelling story? Or it doesn't have to be either one of those, but that the David Koresh has the power and loses the power, and then or that David Koresh is just using other people to direct the power.
I think probably the latter. I think using other people to direct the power could be a better way to go, because then he because then we could see because then we could see who, like, our Rocky Balboa character could just learn about these other characters through his eyes.
Hmm.
So I kind of like that. So basically, so Rocky Balboa could find, like, the beginning of the story, right, is establishing him, and he's doing his thumb breaking, and then he basically finds this thing. So like a perfect first issue, right, would be like we establish his his status quo, and then we see how the status quo, we establish the other people in his life, whoever they are. This thing, this Michigan J Frog, comes into his life and messes it up, and then he does something with it that allows him to see, what could happen.
So
it's probably better to not be organized crime. I guess it could be. I guess we could figure, if it's some kind of subtle organized crime. I mean, the thumb breaking is the thumb breaking, but like whatever he does, I feel like he needs to think it's good.
Right. So does and is this pre or post gem?
You mean when he does something good?
Yeah, I mean, I guess like I guess I'm trying to think, like
that'll be post.
Okay. So he's kind of doing things that he knows is wrong, but then when he gets the gem, now it's kind of like, oh, whatever it is that I'm doing is positive. And now does he find the gem himself, or does he find David Koresh and David Koresh introduces him to the gem? Because on one hand, say Rocky Balboa's out breaking thumbs, doing his thing, breaking into storage crates, ain't nobody on mind, hey. And then, oh, this gem, holy crap, what's this thing doing? I can do crazy cool shit with this. Oh, wow. And then David Koresh finds him and he's like, hey, I heard you found a gem.
So this would be like coincidence alert. Because I don't like coincidences, so I try to avoid them like as much as I can. Ever since I took the writing class by what's his name?
Mike No Coincidences Ringo.
Anyway, like the one who shoot, he's really good. Well, at Marvel, when we were at Marvel, they made us take his classes. He like does all these like film classes, and he shows Casablanca and says why it's the perfect movie because it only has one coincidence in it. And it's something that I kind of live by, like the more coincidences that are in something, the worse it is. The worst
of all the gems in all the cities of all the cult leaders, I had to find this one.
So the point of that is to say that if David Koresh, Joe Kubert would be for art. This is a guy for writing. Joe Kubert had a good school though.
I think he's still going over in like New Jersey or something.
Yeah, and the sons are part of it. The Kubert School is a fine establishment, a fine institution. No, I'll find it. I just don't want to waste everybody's time looking for it. But I totally recommend it. All right, wait, let me look for it. Hang on one second.
Okay.
Everybody
So
just
what-
hang on 1 second.
So while you look for it, we're under the impression, so try not to do coincidences. So would that imply that this David Koresh guy has kind of been pulling strings the whole time? Right? Like it's all part of his plan?
No. I mean,
No.
maybe. No, that's actually what I was going to say. I can't find it. I'll find it later. If anyone's interested in this, hit me up off camera, and I'll find it for you.
Go to David's house.
Go to
Bang
my
on the
house.
door
You're welcome
while
to go
he's
to my house.
asleep.
I'll remember it at some point. It's a great class. He still does it. They're like these 3-day like seminars. He has one, and he has a thriller one, and he has like a regular one, and he's got a comedy one, and they're really, really good. They help me a lot. No, here's the point. The coincidence would be if he's just, if basically we find that he's behind the scenes, like guiding our Rocky guy to do something, and then to somehow like make contact with this thing. Now, unless he's basically just pushing everyone he knows to make contact with this thing to see if they're the one, and then Rocky happens to be the one. That's sort of a coincidence, but not really, because he's doing it to everybody. But now if somehow he thinks Rocky is special, but has no reason to know that, then that would be a coincidence. Or if he thinks Rocky is, if he's been coddling Rocky his whole life for this moment, and we don't know that.
Ooh.
And maybe, and I guess that sort of goes with some other stuff that we've had in Zenescope. So that wouldn't be the craziest thing in the world. And then it's not a coincidence. See, if Rocky was sent to break Koresh's thumbs for a reason, and then you'd have to go one. Either he could be sent to break Koresh's thumbs, and that was a plan of Koresh's from like years. You know, if he's controlling all the elements and is able to sort of like.
But I
don't know,
maybe
like Rocky, he basically knows that the person who's going to use it has to be sort of a certain way.
But I kind of like this this kind of like coddling idea, you know, kind of the fact that, you know, I'm not married to, we can change it, but it would be interesting if, you know, he's got all of these, you know, people kind of in his network, and there's some sort of tell that you can see. So I'm thinking of like The Departed, you know, like Jack Nicholson's got Matt Damon since a kid, you know. So he walks into the diner, he's like, "You ever looking for work? You come find me." And Matt Damon's just been built up and built up and built up to be this, you know, secret weapon for Jack Nicholson. So having something like that, and then if you were to take Matt Damon, and then all of a sudden Matt Damon, you know, realizes, because spoiler alert again, Matt Damon's a rat through the whole movie. But if you have a turning point where you're like, holy shit, you know, this guy who I thought was my dad, my father figure, this guy that's been leading me and building me up to make me think that I'm special, I'm just some sheep on his farm, you know, or I was never, you know, I was special, but I was only special because I could do this for him.
Or it could be even worse. And all these people who he recruits, like he like kills their parents and stuff. Like they're all like he does all these crazy things to like to put them in this world, you know, and then kind of like grows them the way he wants to grow them.
I kind of like that, because and I just think I like the moment where you realize kind of like, oh shoot, everything like it all starts making up. But then you would have like the first, you know, say it's a 5-issue series or something, you would have like the first 3 issues where, you know, I don't know if you would reveal that David Koresh is the villain. You know, he's still being seen as the father figure, or like the cool guy that's kind of helping out. I don't know. I like that concept, or I like the idea of them, you know, kind of having that inner network, you know, from the get-go.
Yeah, and as Ian is saying, it's like it's purposeful harm. It's not like sadistic harm. It's more just like, molding what you want.
Yeah, your
And not
mom
really
signing
caring
you
what
up for.
else you do. Now, if that's the case, then then probably you wouldn't want to do organized crime, because then obviously the guy's a bad guy. Unless that's all even part of it, like this guy's, Uncle Chuck is, seems like a good guy, but he's really like behind everything. And then Rocky thinks he's doing things of his own volition, like maybe like in the movie, say in the movie Baby Driver, right? You found out that 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 deaf guy that Baby Driver lives with is
Mhm.
really like the mastermind of everything. And
He
you
was
think
friends
he's
with
like,
Kevin Spacey. He can hear
he was
everything.
Kevin Spacey's boss.
And he was like, "Hey, I got this whiz kid of a driver. He thinks I'm deaf. Don't tell him. And I think he'd be really good for you. All right, we'll pay him. He'll come. We'll give you a cut of his pay."
So maybe that's an interesting thing, because that would mean, like, in the classic hero's journey archetypes, um Uncle Chuck is the mentor, but he's really like the bad mentor. Like he's really the emperor, if you want your Star Wars reference.
I do.
But uh but he seems like a good guy, and it could even be that Rocky is keeping his thumb breaking from Uncle Chuck, because like he feels bad about the lifestyle that he has for himself.
Mm,
But then Uncle Chuck, and Uncle Chuck maybe, like, is kind of judgy about it, but obviously in reality he's behind it all. That could be interesting.
yeah.
And
So
then
I
and
think
then if the gem is powerful enough, then it's sort of, it kind of warrants that, like, like he knows what he could do with it, whatever that is, and so he's willing to do all this stuff to people to make it happen. And
so. Are we?
there's like a line of dead people who were not the right wielders.
So are we more? Where have we landed? Are we more in the realm of like organized crime or cult like shenanigans?
I'm not sure yet. I think we have
Because
to sit with it.
yeah, because I want to find out like what is the gem to David Koresh, and what is it about the power that he is like using it for? Because it's one thing if it's like, oh, this gem shoots lasers and we can break into bank vaults, or hey, if this heals people and I can make money off of healing people, or this creates award-winning screenplays, so I can use it to make myself a movie career by coming up with the best scripts. It's Chat GPT. It's AI. I'll just use this and further my career, and boy howdy, it'll be great.
Yeah, I guess that's the next step. I think we need to figure out exactly what this thing does, what it can do, and then what our guy wants to do with it, and how that all gets him to where he wants to be, right? He doesn't want to take over the world, I don't think.
I don't think so. I think it would be more going back to the Charles Manson thing. It's more of the, fulfilling your self-actualization. I want to be a rock star. This is going to make me a rock star. I want to be, a acclaimed movie director. This will help me, get scores of fans. So I think we got to figure out. We got to crack the code on what the gem does for David Koresh, and why David and what David Koresh wants the gem for.
Yeah.
I
gotta think about that.
Well, it's a fantastic spot to stop the episode because we are kind of out of time.
Ah,
But I
it's
will
fine.
I will say, like, I don't know. I got different ideas. Ian Payne's saying the God
Yeah.
talking thing is a good idea. I do like that.
I guess that could be something he reveals, you know, like he never actually says anything about it.
I mean, it could just be, you know, and again, I know we don't want to get too much into the religion thing because it's not like we're trying to make a statement, you know, on religion or religious people. But I do think, like Ian says, it does make sense if, like, say he's like a low level preacher or he's some guy, and you know all the other preachers are like, you ain't nothing. You're a poop preacher. You're not good at this. You're not good like the. We're not gonna let you into our cool preacher club. But then this guy finds the gem, and then all of a sudden, oh hey, bro, you guys don't think I'm a good preacher? Check this. I'm walking on water over here. I'm turning. Boom, you see that? Boom, turn that water into wine. I'm the king, baby. I make the money. I call the shots.
Yeah.
And so then he starts to kind of get that bigger following and that bigger, you know, and obviously, you know, all of a sudden he has a big multi-million-dollar non-tax church, you know, some Righteous Gemstones tier, you know, but then again, is that moving too much into the religious field? Because
No,
the other thing,
the other thing.
I was just gonna say what do you call it? Like, there's a certain film director. I won't name names here. That had a series of films that did not do too well, and he ended up getting a very large online fan base, and again, won't name names here, but an insufferable online fan base. But then certain things came out, new movies, you know, behind the scenes stuff that made this guy look like a really cool dude, and all of a sudden it's adding validity to all of his malarkey that came out beforehand. And you know, it did kind of create a cult-like, you know, basically people looking at this director as some sort of messiah figure. You know, like
Who?
we'll talk about it off screen, dude. We're in the entertainment business. I don't want to screw our chances of getting a movie made. You know what I mean? But no, the point being is like you've got these, you know, everybody was saying, and I still don't like his movies, but people were saying like, oh man, this guy's fantastic, and then all this stuff happening outside to kind of prove that he is, when in reality he isn't. It's just kind of things falling into place. So that's kind of the way that I'm looking at it with like this gem thing. It's like, you know, this guy is just kind of mediocre, but by him having this gem, it kind of adds validity to all the BS that he's been spouting.
Yeah, the voice he hears could be some other magical being, as Georgia suggested. Yeah, but the thing is that if we like the idea of him being this like sympathetic figure to Rocky, then he's got to seem like a really good guy, and he's got to seem like a guy who doesn't care about any of that stuff. See, the problem with like a preacher, I guess maybe Father Diorio. Yeah, I mean, it would be like before the fact he was basic trying to do good, but then it could be tainted. Like that's the power corrupts idea.
Right, and going back to Magneto, just kind of, you know, in concept.
But if in the structure of our thing, yeah, Jim Jones is another example too. In the structure of our thing, if he seems like this good guy who's actually trying to help Rocky and others, then I don't think you want to make him like some kind of preacher.
Right.
Like he'd have to be some kind of low level, like some guy who like is, you know, doing like a soup kitchen or something, you know, or like just someone who's just out there trying to help people. Now, maybe ultimately you learn that all the people he's trying to help are people whose lives he messed with. And so he's keeping them like under his wing, sort of. But so I wouldn't see him. I mean, if we're going with that, I wouldn't see him as like this preacher kind of guy. he's more just like a small, like a minister. Yeah, he could. I don't know. It's all different ideas to think about. Yeah, he would already be tainted when he meets Rocky. It's just a question of whether he meets Rocky or he meets him knowing that he's going to meet him because he's already kind of guided him to this spot.
Right.
Which I kind of like. I think that's cool.
Man, I feel like we keep. I don't know. We got to hash it out, man. Maybe in Austin this weekend.
Maybe we'll be in a room together. We'll have no choice but to talk in between football drafts.
Sort it out over some brews. But before we start making more boat goats and Sir rated.
We'll figure those in there somehow. And thanks to everybody for good suggestions. I think it's cool.
Yes, absolutely. And thank you, David, for taking the time out of your Friday to come and join us and do another exciting episode of Masterclass.
I like it.
I like it too. That's the thing. It's like I like all this stuff. I gotta get out of here. You know? Because now I keep like the more we talk about it, the more like pieces and puzzles there on. Where it's like, well, shoot, we gotta figure this out.
Yeah,
you know?
I think
Like how do we got to get this piece fit into this piece? It's like the Apollo 13. You know, we got to get all this through here.
And you don't want to burn up in the atmosphere.
Exactly. So that's what we really got to do. So, David, thank you very much. Hopefully, you and I can hash more out in Austin. See you in Austin, all of you fans out there.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, David. Bye-bye. All right. Thank you very much, David. Thank you, all of you in the comment section, for hanging out and watching. Jason, if you are ready back there in the studio, I will throw it over to you. So thank you all. And Jason, let's rock.
What's going on, troops? So huge thank you to David Wall. Huge thank you to Noah for rocking out some masterclass. Hopefully you guys really enjoyed that segment. We always do. I'm going to give Noah a chance to gather himself and get ready to rock and roll. So what we're going to do is, so again, huge thank you to David. Huge thank you to Noah too as well. Let's see. Ian, you're already on it, dude. I was just about to say, let's see where we're at on the updates on the likes for YouTube. So anybody that hasn't gone over to YouTube Live, please go ahead and do so. Give us a like over there. That way we can see if we can get everybody one of these print sets. Again, by Paul Green, Little Citizen Toast Crunch. And see if we can get to that like goal. And then also, too, we want to be able to give away a poster at the end of the day's stream. So we left off, we were doing the back to school sale. We were doing a back to school sale on 20 different books. I'd covered the first 10. So let's go ahead and do the next 10. And then what we'll do is we'll do a recap of the books that we originally had on the screen or the stream. And then if you guys want to, we can certainly go back through the back to school sales one more time and see if anybody wants to pick up some last minute items there. All right. So again, we're at back to school number 11. Let's go back to school number 11. Again, this is covered by Age Velez too as well. This is the non-lingerie version of one of the ones that I just showed you back to school 10. So again, the way that I'm doing these is you may buy as many as you would like. You can buy more than one. You can buy two. You can buy three as long as we have stock. If we only have so many to sell, I'll try and indicate that so that way you can have an idea. Like maybe you're at least able to grab one, that type of thing. This one I know we have a decent amount of, so we're going to be in really good shape. Keep in mind the book was $20 when we first started it. I'm doing it for $15. This one is Red Agent Human Order issue 4, and it's cover 8 as in Edgar. So if you're interested in this bad boy at $15 and you want to grab one, if you want to grab two, you're more than welcome to do so. Again, covered by Age Velez, doing an absolutely fantastic job as Age does with all the covers that he does for us. So again, that is back to school number 11. Let's go to back to school number 12. Back to school number 12 is a Grimm Spotlight cover. This is Cinderella versus Zodiac, and this is a Paul Green one. So this when it first came out, it was $50. I'm doing it for just $40, so $10 off. Pay no attention to the sticker that I have on the cover there. I don't want to take a chance on taking it off. Anyway, so we're doing this for just $40. This is the lingerie version of the 250 print run. This one is a 125 print run that I'm doing for just $40. I only have 15 of these to sell. So try and keep that in mind. If you're interested in back to school number 12, Larry, I'm pretty sure we can do all three as long as I don't get too many people buying it. But again, back to school number 12, this is Grimm Spotlight, Cinderella versus Zodiac. Again, cover E. And again, these are just $40. When we first came out with these, again, they were $50 each. But for right now, I am doing these bad bucks for just $40. Okay. And I think I have at least 15 of these to sell. So it looks like everybody's going to be able to get exactly what they ordered in the stream. Harlan, good to see you as well. Harlan, I want you to know that I took a look at your book that you ordered on the web store. It was that Elias Chadzudas diamond cover or whatever. I was able to pull one for you that I think was a minty copy. So I think you're going to be pleased with the book that I was able to grab for you. So again, back to school 12. Again, $40 if you're interested in this bad boy. Just put it in to the notes and it shall be yours. Again, that says Grimm Spotlight. And I believe that's Cinderella versus Zodiac. I want to say it was written by Franchini.
Zodiac or zombie?
Is it Zodiac or Zombie? Oh, Zombies. It is Zombies, dude. Yeah, and it was written by Dave Franchini. But yeah, Cinderella versus Zombies. Thank you. And again, that was a Grimm Spotlight cover that we did. A Grimm Spotlight book that we did. All right. So again, that was the book name. Sorry, Gary. I mistakenly called it out, but Kiara corrected me. So it's a Grimm Spotlight, Cinderella versus Zombies. And it's cover E as in Edgar. All right. Sorry about that. And again, that'll be back to school number 12. So if you're interested in that bad boy, just put it into the notes. If you're wondering why we started at back to school 11, I'm going to get back around to the first 10 that I did. We did those in the first hour of the stream. Okay. So if you're interested in this bad boy, it is Grimm Fairy Tales 55H. This is back to school 13. And I'm doing these bad boys for just $15. These were $25 when they first came out. Okay. So try and keep that in mind. $10 off on this book. The book again is Grimm Fairy Tales V2 55H. I'm also going to be doing the gatefold cover of this in a moment. But for right now, I'm doing Grimm 55H, again, for $15, $10 off on this cover. So again, at just $15 certainly makes it a steal. When we first did them, these were $25 a piece. So if you're interested in BTS number 13, it is this bad boy right here. Gary, all good. Take a look and make sure, see if you have that book. This was $50 when it first came out, Gary. That's the one you're looking for. It is the 125 print run of Grimm Spotlight, Cinderella versus Zombies. Okay. This is Grimm Fairy Tales V2 55. It's issue 55, cover H, and that is back to school number 13. All right. Back to school number 14 to me is a steal of steals. All right. I'm doing these bad boys for $20, dude. What? Gatefold, another gatefold cover as a steal, dude. All right. This one happens to be Van Helsing Return to League of Monsters, cover 2, and it's cover D as in David. These are just $20, dude. All right. And again, you may buy as many of these as you like. A lot of these covers are sold out, not the middle one, obviously, because I'm still selling that bad boy. But quite a few of these covers are sold out. This first one I know is sold out, as I believe is the second one too as well. All right. So this is the gatefold cover for, again, just $20. All right. And I believe the gatefold cover is it's a $2.99 print run. So when this first came out, it probably was either $25. I'm thinking it was $30 when we first came out with these bad boys. But again, you may buy as many as you would like. I know I have about 55 of these bad boys to sell, so we should have one for plenty of everybody. So again, back to school 14. Larry, I think we should be able to cover your 4, but just double checking. Again, if I get like 55 people that are interested in buying this bad boy, we would sell out on this bad boy. All right, so again, it is Van Helsing, Return to League of Monsters, issue 2, and cover D as in David. And it is just $20. All right. Some more loveliness from our main man, Elias Chadzudis, who was at the VIP event, dude. All right. Rocking it. All right. We got one of those, another Elias Chadzudis. I got a lot of Elias Chadzudis going on today. All right. $10 each, dude. What? $10 for some Hungry Hippo, Hungry Hell Child. What? All right. This book is Van Helsing, From the Depths, cover N as in Nancy. All right. And these are just $10 each. And you may buy as many as you like. All right. $10 each. Half of what it was when we first came out with these bad boys. They were 20. They're now just 10. So again, if you're interested in this bad boy for just $10 each, you may buy as many as you like, 2, 3, as many copies as you like. And again, the cool thing about Elias Chadzudis is he does a ton of conventions. So a lot of the books that I'm showing you, you might be able to get signed at some point in the near future. So again, this is Back to School 15. Again, covered by Elias Chadzudis. And again, just $10 each on these bad boys. When we first introduced these were $20 a piece. So half price on these bad boys right here. I got another book that I'm doing for half price. That's Back to School 16. This is our Twister or Twisted cover. This one is Robin Hood Last Stop, and it's cover Eyes and Indigo. Oh, wait a minute. Did I mess up? Yeah, I'm sorry. This one's Belle. I'm sorry. So Belle, and again, these are just $10 each. I think it's Return of Scylla, if I'm not mistaken. Is the ROS? I get confused on these like single letter somethings. Yep, it is Return of Scylla. All right. So again, Belle, Return of Scylla, and it's cover K as in Kick. And again, these are just $10 each. This is another one of those ones you can buy as many as you like, or as few as you like. If you want to just get one for your collection, you certainly can. If you want to get one and sell one, certainly you can do that too as well. You want to get 2 and sell 2, that kind of thing. Do whatever you got to do. So again, Back to School 16. Again, $10. When we first came out with this book, it was $20 each. So again, I'm just doing these bad boys for 10. Who is on the Hungry Hippo cover?
It's Hellchild.
I think that is Hellchild.
Well,
Oh, the Hungry Hippo? Yeah, this one's Hellchild, yeah. Yeah, that one's Hellchild. You can tell by the although it looks a little bit like Karis, dude. Like she's got the red streaks going in her hair, but I'm thinking that's Angelica.
well, it's
Yeah, that's
Hungry Hellchild.
yeah, it's got to be Angelica. Good call.
Yeah.
There you go, dude. It's literally right there, smack him right in the face.
Yep.
I'm digging the purple hippo, dude. It's almost like he's sneaky. He's sneaky. He's got a look on his face like, check out this hippo. Check out Hellchild. What? Giddy up. All right, good work out of him. All right, so Twisted again. Trent, good call, dude. All right. So again, if you're interested in Back to School 16, Belle, Return of Scylla, cover K as in Kick, again, just $10 each. If you're interested in that bad boy, put it into the notes and it shall be yours. That was number 16. Let's go Back to School 17. This one is Return or Robin Hood Last Stop. So this one's Robin Hood Last Stop, and it's cover Eyes and Indigo. And I'm doing these bad boys for just $15 each, dude. I think when these first came out, they were $20 each. So a little eBass flavor. All right, again for just $20 or $15. They were $20 when they first came out. And again, you may do as many or as few as you like. All right, Back to School 17. Trent, we got you covered down for that. Neil, we got you covered down for that bad boy too as well. Back to School 17, again, just $15. Josh, we got you covered for that too as well. Thanks so much. So Robin Hood Last Stop, it's cover Eyes and Indigo. And if you're interested in that boy, we'll just put it into the notes, BTS number 17. And you may buy as many or as few as you like. All right. Larry, we got you covered for 2 of those bad boys too as well. Okay. Again, a little eBass flavor. A little Robin Hood Last Stop. Obviously, Gretel on the cover there for that one. In case you needed to know. All right. So Back to School number 18 is going to be a cover. I don't think this is on our web store. All right. I only got 22 of these bad boys to sell. What? All right. Back to School 18 is Grim Fairy Tales 57G. All right. I don't think this cover by Michael Dooney is on our web store currently. All right. I'm doing these bad boys for $30. I don't know why I'm doing them for $30. I think it's because they are a 225 print run, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's a 225 print run. Okay, and I'm not certain if these are on our web store or not. So BTS number 18, you may have a different version of this book, but this I think was free at a certain level with the Grammopoly, if I'm not mistaken. The Grammopoly game. Yeah, it's our 2022 Grammopoly collectible cover. So I got a feeling this was part of was Grammopoly Kickstarted? Or we just did it? Yeah, so this was probably part of the Kickstarter. So I'm actually offering up a Kickstarter book here that I'm pretty sure, again, was not on our web store at any point in time. I've only got 22 of these bad boys to sell because the other ones actually went towards the Kickstarter, went towards the Grammopoly game that a lot of you purchased. So this is Back to School 18. And again, the book is Grim Fairy Tales V257G. So if you're interested in that bad boy at $30, it shall be yours. All right. So BTS number 18. Again, there's different versions of this one. I think there's a topless version, and then there's definitely one I think is a lot more clothed too as well. This is the 225 print run version of that cover. So if you want to double check that with what you have, if you have one of those different versions, that kind of thing. All right. So again, that's Back to School 18. Put into notes and she shall be yours. I'm seeing a lot of you guys jumping on BTS number 18. So I'll give you guys a little chance to be sure or not sure whether you want to grab one of these bad boys. I've only got 22 of these to sell. So Chris, Gary, Kevin, Harlan, Georgia, Larry certainly jumping on. Robert Pete too as well. Robert Pete, good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Stephen Ponzo too, grabbing one of these bad boys. Again, this is Grim Fairy Tales V257G as in girl. It is a 225 print run. And again, these are $30 each. And if you want to buy more than one, you certainly may do so. But I have to make sure everybody gets at least one that did in the stream. All right. All right. So that was number 18. This is number 19. I got two more to go. Number 19 is another Age Velez. I'm doing these bad boys for $20. I think these are on the web store for 25. So I'm doing again these bad boys for just 20. Grim Fairy Tales 114D. I really like this cover. Little seal of old school. I love the black and white. But throwing in the color, obviously, too, as well. Grim Fairy Tales 114D. So this is from our original Grim Fairy Tales series, first volume. So when we did volume 1, obviously it wasn't GFT volume 1, and then the issue, it was just GFT, and then the issue number. So this is issue number 114. And again, a cover by Age Velez. And let's see what the fairy tale was. So it's Death Breath. All right, it was issue 114. And this was back when Pat Shand was writing Grimm. Okay. So again, 114D, and again, a cover by Age Velez. And that is that bad boy there. So if you're interested in that bad boy, just put it into notes. All right. Good stuff, dude. BTS number 20, I think, is another book I don't believe is on our web store now as well. I only have 21 of these bad boys to sell. And I'm doing it for $50. The reason being, it is a 125 print run. I think this was part of our, it was definitely a Halloween cover that we did. We were doing for the Halloween box, I think. So I think these were just some leftovers that didn't make the Halloween box. The Halloween box, I think you were getting random covers and so forth. So this is a Palo Panelina. Yeah, Palo. Yep. So Palo Panelina. The book itself is Robin Hood. I think is it Night something? I don't know. You got me guessing on this one. Night of the Hunter. Night of the Hunter, dude. So Robin Hood, Night of the Hunter, and it's cover E as in Edgar. And again, these are just $50, and you may buy as many as you would like. I only have 21 total to sell on this bad boy. Okay, and another book I think that is not on our web store is Robin Hood, Night of the Hunter. Cover E as in Edgar. There may be a different version of this. I think one where she's wearing like a green top and also like a little bit more of a corset, that kind of thing. But this is the 125 print run version. Again, BTS number 20. Gary, you are not too late for BTS number 1. So Gary, if you want to give me a moment, I'm going to go back around through all the books. We're going to do a recap, and then I think what I'm going to do is I'll go back through the first 10 of the back to schools that I just did in the previous hour. And maybe we'll stop at book number 10, unless you guys beg and want to go on to book 11 through 20, which we just covered actually just right now. All right. So let's go back and we'll do some recap. We're going to do the pack number 1. So back to the beginning, pack number 1. Again, pack number 1 had 5 books in it. It had the Maguro that you see there, the Keith Garvey, which we have determined is absolutely beautiful. Is the swimsuit cover too as well, the August swimsuit or color burst, as Gary had pointed out. The body paint cover by Garvey is in the middle right there that you see. The one thing I want to point out about pack 1 is these body paint covers that you see are available only in streams that we do. So now is perfect time to grab one of these pack 1s. Again, by buying the pack 1, you're saving yourself about $25 by buying the pack. Again, there's 5 books in the pack. The book that is only available in that pack is that Ali Garza that you see on the end. You see that red sticker that says only in the pack. That is our diamond cover for July 2023. It was a silver level, meaning a $2.99 print run. The book itself was Cinderella versus Queen of Hearts, issue 3, cover J. So if you're interested in pack number 1 and you have to have that that Ali Garza that you see to the far right there on your screen, again, that book is only available in that pack. The rest of those 4 I'm going to break out of the pack in a moment, and I'll show those to you kind of as we get to them. They're respectively books 1 through so on and so forth. But that Ali Garza that you see on the far right, that is only available in that pack. So if you have to have that, Larry, definitely fine with a double on pack number 1. Certainly not a problem as well. Coy, good to see you. Coy also joined us for our Philly VIP event. Although Coy and I didn't, for some reason, I'm thinking I didn't get a chance to chat with you at the Philly VIP event. I can't remember us actually, sharing a couple of words and so forth. I know I saw you there a couple of times, but I apologize, man, if I didn't break off and grab you at some points during the VIP event. Always good to see you. Coy and I go back a long ways. In fact, I think I've been with Zenescope. I'm now in my 13th year. Once May passed, and I've literally known Coy since the beginning. So Coy, a very good friend. Coy, good to see you at the VIP event as always. All right, so let's go to pack number 2. Pack number 2 is the back to school pack number 2. Again, it's a Z-rated pack. If you're interested in that bad boy, just put it into the notes. Tammy, you can definitely double up. You guys are seeing in the notes too. Brian, we got you covered for the back to school number 20. Jenna, we got you covered for back to school number 19 too as well. So right now we're actually doing pack number 2. This is going to be the last time that I go through the back to school items from the stream. And then last chance for you guys to double up if you'd like to. Larry, certainly fine with that. Yes, again. So again, pack number 2. The book that's only in that pack, I want to point out, is the one that has a sticker on it that you see there. The one to the far right, that John Royal. That is our diamond cover for April, our platinum level cover. And that, as you see right there, that is Joseph. We got you covered for back to school number 4. You're having us jump around a little bit. I'm going to give Kiara a little bit of chance to get back to the top of the Excel file. Gary, why is Jenna being bad? Jenna's good. All right, Jenna's probably like registered 19 times on the YouTube site as far as likes go. She is really pushing for these Toast Crunch prints for everybody. We hit the like goal yesterday. I think we're a little bit short today. If we come up a little bit short about it, I'm sorry. The other thing I did was I brought one of these. I brought one of those envelopes, the mystery envelopes, down. So that way I can kind of better explain that, and I'll do that in a moment. In fact, no time like the present, dude. So if you do a $500 order today, which I think Larry's there. Larry, you're going crazy today, as always, brother. All right. So again, if you're interested, if you're doing a $500 order today, you're going to get one of these mystery envelopes for free. All right. So try and keep in mind, you're definitely going to get at least one of these crimson covers by eBass. You could get a topless version of one of these in a regular book too as well. There's other topless covers in there too as well. In fact, somebody had me pick out their mystery envelope at the VIP event, and I picked him out a John Royal topless cover that this gentleman bought for like $30 or whatever. Wound up taking it right over to John Royal to go get it signed, which was an awesome get. You could get one of these serial covers that are topless. Those are extremely rare. Those are Hunter print run books that are pretty much only available, I believe, to our VIP Gold members, as well as they're in those mystery envelopes. And you can get one of those bad boys. They're worth at least 150, 250 bucks or more. Because again, they're extremely, extremely rare. So if you do a $500 order with us today, you're going to be getting a mystery envelope for free with your order. What do you got?
Are we combining yesterday's
Combining days?
orders? So if you spent 200 yesterday, 200 today,
I'd say, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, let's do it. All right, let's do it.
So yes, Tammy.
Good joke.
So Tammy, yeah. All right, dude. So let's rock and roll.
Yeah, when we do.
So yeah, or if you got a combination of yesterday and today, and you did 1,000, you'll get 2 mystery envelopes. Okay.
Oh, is that how we're doing that?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Screw it, dude. We're combining days.
So for every $500.
So every $500, they get a mystery envelope for free. Yeah.
All right, I gotta tell Daddy that then.
All right, sound good?
Yep.
All right, let's rock that out. All right, so that's pack number 2. All right, let's go all the way back around to book number 1. Book number 1 again is the Meguro. The Meguro is this bad boy that you see here. Thank you, Jake. So again, book number 1 is Grim Fairy Tales V272G. Opening this up to everybody, opening up to double ups. In fact, everything that I talk about, I think we can go ahead and double up on. So we're in good stuff. Jim Conway saying, "Oh goody." Jim, another guy I saw at the VIP event. Got a chance to hang out with Jim a little bit at the burlesque show. The burlesque show was off the chain, dude. It was crazy. All right, that's what I'm gonna say. It was crazy. What do you got?
I was gonna say that was not what I was expecting.
It was not what I was expecting either.
It was very surprising.
Especially that one girl, especially when she lost her tassels. So the one girl, like these girls were doing a routine and they had outfits on, Kiara. They had these outfits on and they had a routine that they were going through. Well, the one, they made sure they were covered up, like they had something. They had tassels on, they had propellers, or whatever they had going on. I don't think they had propellers. I think it was just my mind wandering. I go to propellers. For some reason I go to propellers. Like these girls could just fly away. Zoom, and next thing you know, they're flying. So the one girl lost one of her tassels, and instead of, what do you got?
Okay, so is she still covered?
No.
Or
No.
is it fully off?
She was they were completely out there.
It was
like
a revelation.
bear out there for everybody to see.
Okay.
So again, so the one falls off, and I think she just takes the other one, just takes it off.
Okay.
He's like, hey, I got 1 foot in the water, might as well.
She's like, hey, I'm going 2 feet in, like screw it. And she did not hesitate. She was like, screw it.
Professional.
Going, yeah, she was something. Didn't miss a beat. And we had a lot of fun with that. Although I was hanging out with Son's mom, Tony, and I was kind of looking at Tony's reactions and so forth, like seeing if she was uncomfortable. And she seemed like she was having a ball.
Well, it's fine.
I mean, we were towards the back of the bar though. Like we were like the bar was one of those U-shaped bars, horseshoe shaped bars or whatever. And we were well towards, I don't know, 20, 30 feet back of the stage. Some people were up front. They were trying to get Ralph up front because the girls were going to beat Ralph or something like that, or tie him up. But they couldn't get Ralph up on stage. Although we were all cheering for that, which would have been outstanding. Could have put a tassel on Ralph, that kind of thing. But no, Ralph wouldn't get up on stage. But anyway, good times had by all. All right, let's go on to book number 2. So really, definitely, you never know what's going to happen at a VIP event, dude. All right, you never know. All right, yeah, Ralph refused to get paddled. Exactly, David.
But I don't understand why.
Yeah, why wouldn't Ralph get paddled for our enjoyment up on stage and tied up and beaten? Like, what's up with that?
So
It was not her first rodeo. I agree, Scott. What do you got?
So we have to have Ralph on for an interview, and then have to keep on
We
question has to lead with that one. Why
didn't you get up on stage?
Yeah.
The crowd was cheering. All right. Everybody wanted to see you up on stage, Ralph.
He had to take one.
Right. Take one for the team. Exactly, David. Couldn't agree more. All right. Bad work out of you, Ralph. All right. So book number 2. Book number 2 is the Myth and Legend Quarterly. It's Dagon. It's cover G. If you're interested in that bad boy, put it to the notes. It is just $25. Moving quickly. Book number 3 is this bad boy that you see here, because Ralph didn't want there to be any video. Right, Georgia. That's the other thing too. I think as soon as people started calling Ralph's name, the phone started coming out, and no video evidence. Yep, exactly, Scott. Ralph did not want to end up on a soft porno somewhere, tarnish his immaculate career of, what is he? Ralph was on a Will and Grace episode. Ralph was in a Taco Bell commercial. Would have been absolutely fantastic to get Ralph up there and paddled. Would have been good stuff. All right, so book number 3, again, is Grim Universe Presents Quarterly The Sleeping Beauty. Nightmare Queen. It's cover Eyes and Indigo, and $30 if you're interested in that. Larry, we can certainly do a double up. Certainly fine with that too as well. Try and keep in mind these body paint covers are stream only. So if you're thinking about ordering this book, now's the time to grab this bad boy. It will not be on our web store next week. All right. So again, that's the Keith Garvey. And again, that's book number 3. Book number 4 is the Z-rated version of the Meguro. And if you're interested in that bad boy, that Taco Bell, it was the best, Tammy. I couldn't agree with you more. So what was funny too, Tammy, is a couple of customers of ours, actually one still buys, Bob and Nikki, who were really good friends of mine, and have since unfortunately, I think, divorced. But Nikki's still a customer of ours. They got Ralph in the Will and Grace episode, and they basically took a screenshot and turned it into a print. And we had some 11 by 17 prints of Ralph floating around, as well as some other smaller versions and so forth. And I still actually have one at my desk that I asked Ralph to sign for me. Was at him in a Will and Grace episode. He's kind of basically in this booth at the bar, and there are some pictures of some men wearing very little clothes behind him, as it is a gay bar. And he's trying to buy a drink for Will from Will and Grace, and Will and Woody Harrelson walk into the bar. And again, Ralph's trying to buy a drink for Will, and Woody Harrelson gets offended by the fact that Ralph's trying to buy him a drink. He's like, how does he know that we're not together? That kind of thing. It's if I could paint the scene for you. But anyway, it's a really fun episode. Yes, Josh, Ralph was in a Will and Grace episode. It's going to be tough to find that bad boy. All right, I don't know. I'm assuming he'd be credited with being in the episode. But some really fantastic work out of Ralph there. All right. So again, book number 4 is the Meguro. If you're interested in that bad boy, put it into the notes and it shall be yours. Anyway, some fantastic work out of Bob and Nikki to make some prints of Ralph in that episode. All right. Some really good stuff. And then I had Ralph sign one of them. This is my book that I'm struggling with some slippage on. All right. So again, book number 5. Book number 5 is again a Keith Garvey. It is Missing Legends Quarterly, the Dagon H. Again, $100 if you're interested in that bad boy. It is the swimsuit cover for August.
You gotta take the advice of the burlesque dancer. Just let it go.
Just let them fly.
Let them fly.
I'm telling you, see, I'm getting all kinds of encouragement from even the ladies. Want to see some nip. All right, like everybody wants to see nip, dude. That's why we're so fortunate to be in the office. All right, we get to see it all the time. It's almost like we're numb to it. Yeah, we're kind of numb to it. It's cool. Right? It's not, it's almost like, it's not like the old man's Playboy's lying around and you're like, ooh, what's that? All right. This is like, it's just constant nippleage going on in Zenescope. All right. So again, book number 6, this bad boy is the Keith Garvey. If you're interested in book number 6, so we're at 66 likes. So we're a little bit more than halfway there. Ian, doesn't feel good, dude. I don't know, man. We got about an hour. We got about an hour to get it going. I don't know. Do whatever you can do, Ian. Bring lead, dude. Jenna, make up some accounts. What are you doing out there? Really appreciate you guys. Thanks for keeping me updated on the likes. So book number 6. If you're interested in book number 6, again, it's just $75. It is our August body paint cover. Again, for just $75, you can have a topless cover of ours. It is only a 75 print run to me, which makes it a little bit more valuable. And again, this is Grim Universe Presents. It's the Quarterly Sleeping Beauty Nightmare Queen, and it's cover J. And there you have it right there. That is book number 6. Book number 7 is going to be the Paul Green that you see there. So $25 on this bad boy. You may do as many as you like. Grim Fairy Tales V271 H's and Henry. Again, for just $25. This book has the sticker for the month of July, August on our Collectors Club section. There are only 6 stickers available, or 6 stickers in that section. And this is the one for July, August. All right. So again, book number 7. Cool. If you want to do more than one, you certainly can. Only about half of those likes are for me and Jenna. Ian, that's good work out of you and Jenna. All right. So again, book number 7, if you're interested in that bad boy, please go ahead and put it to the notes, is Grimm Fairy Tales V271H for just $25. That is the 250 print run version. And again, an absolutely fantastic cover by Paul Green and color by the absolutely fantastic Woola Moss. All right. The next book that I have is not part of any pack, so I want to reiterate that. So if you're interested in book number 8 is a solo. The only way to get book number 8 is by saying I want book number 8. Every book that I showed you prior to this was in a pack. It was either part of pack number 1 or pack number 2. Not the back to school ones, but this book number 8, if you're interested in buying one of these bad boys, again, book number 8 is Grimm Fairy Tales V271 Eyes in Indigo. Again, it's $50. It is our lingerie version of book number 7. Again, this is not in any pack. So if you're interested in this book, please go ahead and put it into the notes, book number 8, and it shall be yours. The Z-rated version of that is book number 9. Book number 9 is this bad boy that you see here. Again, also not in any pack, at least not in any pack on this stream. We did this in the San Diego Comic-Con pack number 2. So you may have saw it already in that stream. That was last month, or if you went to San Diego, all the way out to San Diego and saw us there, this would have been in your pack number 2 if you bought one there. All right, so again, book number 9 is a solo. It's just $100. Is Grimm Fairy Tales V271J. And if you're interested in that book, just put it into the notes, and that will be one of yours. All right. All right. After book number 9, we want to call book number 10 or Showcase. Since Larry's buying everything or whatever, let's make it book number 10. Now, Larry, I'm kidding, dude. Whatever for you, Larry. Anything, sir. Anything, my friend. All right. So Showcase or book number 10, whatever you want to put into the notes, we'll get it down for you. Again, $100 on this bad boy. If you're looking for the non-Z-rated version of this, again, you'll find it on our web store. Just go to subscriptions, go to cosplay, cosplay candy, and you will find them there for like $50. So if you're interested in that bad boy, just put it into the notes and it shall be yours. Again, that Showcase, again, is $100. If the non-Z-rated version will be like $50. If you wait to the very end of the month, you could find them on our web store for like $20. That Paul Green candy cosplay that you see there. If you wait till the very end of the month of August, you should be able to see those for $20. Larry, you are welcome, my friend. The metal that we got for this convention is the body paint. It's the Keith Garvey that you see there. Again, Reddy doing an absolutely fantastic job, not only on the medals themselves, but also the books. They print the books too as well, and they do an absolutely fantastic job. I was fortunate enough to meet some of the reps from Reddy out in San Diego. A couple of really nice gentlemen that came by the booth. I can't remember their names. They're really, really nice guys.
John is our sales rep.
Was John?
Yep.
Yeah, he's terrific. They do an absolutely fantastic job for us on these medals. Really high quality, really grade out extremely well. So if you're interested in grading of metal books or whatever, these guys have been doing an absolutely fantastic job for us, and we are forever grateful. All right. So that is metal. You can put metal number 1. You can just put metal. And for $100, it shall be yours. All right. The last item that we have, particularly to the back to school stream, is these collectible serial card packs. And again, these are $10, and you may buy as many as you like. If you'd like to buy 5, you can buy 5. You want to buy 2 of them, you can certainly do that too as well. Try and keep in mind they're $10 each. There is always a topless card in each pack. These serial card packs, again, are just $10. I think if you go onto the web store, it has them up there for like $12.99 a piece. But here at the stream, we're doing them for $10 each, and you may buy as many as you like. All right. And that is the serial card pack. All right. And if you're interested in that bad boy, just put it into the notes and it shall be yours. All right. All right. So let's go back around and we'll do some of the back to schools. Maybe we'll do 1 through 10. And then if everybody starts clamoring, we'll do 11 through 20 as well. All right. So let's rock and roll on some of the back to school items. These are some items that I did particularly for this this stream, and I wanted to do some discounts, some heavy discounts on books. The reason being, we had about 9 or 10 books or whatever to sell, the Showcase, the metal, and so forth. About 10 or 11 books actually total. And since we weren't doing a Zenbox, since we weren't doing some other crazy products, that kind of thing, maybe a pack or anything like that, backpack, I should say. I wanted to come up with some back to school items. So for every student, a must have Palo Panalina. All right. This is back to school number 1. Again, $15. You may buy more than one if you're interested. So back to school number 1. For those of you that missed the first hour, these were some of the books that we were talking about in the first hour. I'm gonna cover back to school 1 through 10. If you're interested in back to school 1 through 20, once we get up to issue or book number 10, if you guys still want me to keep on going on, I certainly can. All right. So Chris, we got you covered for back to school number 1. Thank you so much. Joseph, we got you covered for 5 of those cereal packs. They are yours, my friend. So again, back to school number 1 is the Palo Panalina. The book itself is Grimm Spotlight Red Agent, Beast of Belgium. And again, it's covered D as in David. All right. And we found out that was written by Joe. And if you're interested in that bad boy, just put in some notes for $15 and you may buy as many or as few as you like. You can buy more than one. If you want to buy 2 or 3, you certainly can do so. All right. The next book, or back to school number 2, is just $20, little eBass flavor. This one is also a Grimm Spotlight Red Agent, Beast of Belgium, and this one's cover H as in Henry. All right, a little Philly themed, a little Go Birds. I only have 45 total of these bad boys to sell. So if you're interested in back to school number 2, I'd highly suggest grabbing one of these bad boys. So again, $25 when it first came out. Now just $20. So I knocked off $5 on this bad boy. All right. So back to school number 2 is that bad boy that you see there. Put it to the notes and it shall be yours. Trent, we got one cover for you, my friend. All right. So back to school number 3 is going to be this cereal cover by Paul Green. It is Little Flirty Rebels, little special edition, cocoa flavored. This one is just $15. I'm pretty sure when we, Jim, completely fine with that. Thank you so much. So back to school number 3. Again, we're doing these bad boys for just $15 each. I think when this first came out, they were $20 each. I know we have a decent amount of these to sell. Grimm Spotlight, Red Agent, Beast of Belgium, and it's cover J. Again, just $15 each, reduced down from 20. So if you're interested in that bad boy, put it to the notes. Show yours. All right. Let's go to an oldie but a goodie. This is back to school number 4. Back to school number 4 is the Warlord of Oz. Issue 6, cover D as in David. And we figured out this is a Jose Luis cover. I think it was from 2015, if I'm reading this correctly. 2019? 2014, sorry. 2014. That's how far this bad boy goes back. And again, if you want to buy multiples, you certainly can. These are just $20 each. All right. This was an incentive cover, super rare variant cover that it says on the front. I can't remember what the parameters were to obtaining one of those bad boys. Okay. Again, those are just $20 each. Joseph, we got you covered back to school number 3 for 2 of those. If you're interested in back to school number 4, it was that one that I just showed you there. It was the Jose Luis Warlord of Oz. Joseph, no need to apologize at all, my friend. Take your time. We're rocking and rolling, dude. All right. The Dawn McTeague that I have here, I only had 14 to sell. How many did we do total on these bad boys? Do you remember?
Number 5, right?
Yeah, this was back to school number 5. Did we sell all 14?
We have some double ups. We have 2 people double up, and if we only give them 1 each, then we have 2 left in the spot.
So I would say it's sold out then.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to kill back to school number 5. We're going to say it's sold out because because those guys did it first. I'm fine with that. Let's go with that. All right, so let's go back to school number 6. Back to school number 6 to me is one of the biggest steals in this convention. It is, whoops, not this one too, but just this bad one. So it's a gatefold cover for just $15. What? All right, and all these covers are actually sold out. All right, so a gatefold cover for just $15. All right, this is back to school number 6. And again, it literally has all these covers that you see there. Am I going the wrong way? I'm going the wrong way. There it is right there. Now I got them all in there. Okay, cool. All right, so it's literally an Elias Chatzoudas homage of phenomenalness. All right, Belle looking phenomenal, Gretel looking phenomenal, Robin Hood. All right, little Jasmine. Just absolutely beautiful covers that you see there. Just looking fantastic. So again, a little gatefold cover by Elias Chatzoudas again for just $15, which to me makes it a steal of steals. All right, that is back to school number 6. All right. And again, if you want to double up on that, you certainly may go ahead and do so. Tammy, we got you covered for back to school number 6. Back to school number 7 is a 100 print run that I am doing for just $50. $50. All right. This, I think, was in a pack, something like that. It was exclusive available only to the pack. And I think we since cracked open those packs and brought them out as singles. So this was I don't know if this is available on our web store currently as a single. It's certainly not up there for $50. That I can guarantee you. The book itself is Groom Fairy Tales V248 Ellis and Larry. And again, 100 print run for just $50. Steal. All right. And again, some more Elias Chadzuda's fantasticness. We figured out that not a lot of us are a fan of the Roadrunner. All right. More fans of Wile E. Coyote. Super genius.
Can
All right.
you ask,
What do you got?
can you ask Larry to clarify his BTS plus one more if left over?
That was
Which one
6.
you're talking-
Yeah, we can do that, Larry. For book number 6 on that. So I think he just wants another book number BTS 6.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah, Larry, we can get you covered for BTS number 6. BTS number 5 was the one that sold out. I think we had 14 and we sold all 14. So we're going to let that one stop at that. That was my fault for showing the book a second time. We don't have any of those left. This one bad boy right here is BTS number 7. We do have a good amount of these left. If you're interested, again, these are $50. It is a wraparound, some wraparound Elias Chadzuda's fantastic that's going on there. All right. That is BTS number 7. BTS number 8 is the Wonderland 44E. I only have 24 of these bad boys to sell. Looks like we have a decent amount left. So again, BTS number 8 again is $50. This was our Bombshell exclusive, our Comics Pro Bombshell, and it was a 100 print run. So a 100 print run that I'm doing for just $50. Chris, we got you covered for that. Thank you so much. Who is this month's artist for the art print subscription? You know what, Glenn? That's a good question, dude. Do we know? Does anybody know?
Crystal Lara.
It's Crystal Lara.
Yes.
Real.
Last year, she did a bunch of non-comic book artwork for us. So we never put them on comic books. We just used it as product art. Well, all
Okay.
that stuff. So this year, we're using that for the art print subscription.
Okay. All right, good stuff, dude. So, Glenn, there you have it. It is Crystal Lara. And then, Joseph, we got you covered for back to school number 6. We'll do that times 3. I think we should be fine there. We have a decent amount of those bad boys available for you, my friend. Thank you so much for jumping in on that. So, Glenn, yeah, it's Crystal Lara as far as the art print subscription goes. Okay. So right now we're at back to school number 8. That is an Age Velez. And if you're interested in that bad boy for $50, put it into the notes. It is a 100 print run for just $50. So I'm pretty sure that's going on sale for like $75, but I don't think I've ever done it before for $50. All right. Rocking on, dude. Let's go to back to school number 9. Back to school number 9 is from our Grim Tales of Terror series. This was volume 2. Volume 2, as volume 1, volume 3, volume 4, all consisted of 13 issues. This was issue 12 in our second volume. So the Grim Tales of Terror, or GTT, stands for Grim Tales of Terror. And then volume 2 would be the second 13 issues that we did of that series. It was issue 12, or the 12th issue of that 13-issue series. And then cover E as in Edgar. All right. So again, another cover by Age Velez. It is a 150 print run that I'm doing for just Glenn. No problem, man. Believe me, we appreciate all you buy from us, my friend. So again, $40 on back to school number 9. And if you're interested in that bad boy, just put it into the notes and she shall be yours. Crystal Lara is actually a she, Glenn, too. I just noticed your other note. Crystal Lara is actually a she. We've had Chris on before.
Her interview is
Yeah.
available on YouTube.
Yeah. I think it's available, and it's also available on our YouTube if you want to find the interview. Was it Noah or Ralph did that one? I think it was you. Yeah. Lovely gal is Crystal Lara. Absolutely fantastic gal. We're really I say it all the time. We're really fortunate to work with all the cover artists that we do. But Crystal Lara is just another one that's absolutely fantastic. She does absolutely fantastic work for us. Okay. BTS number 4, Neil. Yes, we can get you covered for that. So Neil, we'll put you down for number 4. Thank you so much. Right now I'm on. I couldn't agree. I think that's Don. Could be his wife Deanna, but I'm pretty sure that's Don. But yeah, her interview was impressive. Really awesome work. Noah doesn't have. I gotta say, Noah does a fantastic job. with all the interviews. All right. So BTS number 9, again, $40 for that bad boy. And it is Grim Tales of Terror, Volume 2, Issue 12, E as in Edgar. And that is that bad boy. All right, so let's go to BTS number 10. BTS number 10 is The Age of Les. So if you're interested in BTS number 10, again, it's $40. Again, Robin Hood, Human Order, cover or issue number 4, cover F as in Frank. All right, and again, that's just $40 on that. It is a 150 print run. That was our Diamond Retailer Summit book. And I want to say that was back in like 2015, 2016. Way back. Let me see if I can actually read it. My horrible eyesight. 2017, sorry. Okay. And that was, again, issue 4 of Red Agent Human Order. All right, good work on the other. All right, so again, that was Age of Les, and that one is BTS number 10. So I'm going to leave it up to you guys in the stream. If you want me to, I'll finish out the back to school ones. Carol, thanks so much. Really awesome of you to say. If you want me to, I'll finish out books 11 through 20. I did just do them about half an hour ago, but I'll go ahead and finish them out if you guys want to see them again. They would be BTS 11 through 20. If you don't want to see them or whatever, what we can do is we can get to some races. We can get to some prizes. I do want to throw a thanks out to our sponsors. So Sidekick, make sure you guys go to Sidekick Supplies. If you're interested in one of these bad boys from Sidekick, I use one of these bad boys in my short boxes as well as my long boxes. They keep my books from falling over in case my box is not completely full. I want to say a huge thank you to Hot Flips. Make sure you guys go to hotflips.com for all your bags and boards needed, that kind of thing. Mylar bags, they do tubes. They also have some graded books, Hot Flips. Josh, I agree with you there. Comics Raider, hello, right back at you. So again, a huge thank you to Hot Flips, huge thank you to Sidekick. I want to say a huge thank you to CGC. You'll always see CGC ads in the back of our books. CGC is who we use. Ryan, I can definitely pop up number 18. CGC is who we use for all of our books getting graded. Not that CBCS and PGX are bad companies. We just had such a great relationship with CGC for such an extended period of time. They do such a fantastic job over there, those guys. We also bring them into all of our events, our Philly VIP events, and they do such a fantastic job there too as well. Their prices are reasonable. We think they do a great job as far as the grading of the books and so forth. So huge thank you to CGC as well. So Chris, we'll make sure we add you on to BTS number 9. And then Ryan had asked for BTS number 18. So this is 20, that's 19, this is 18. 18 is a goodie. Ryan, you picked out a good one. That is Grim Fairy Tales 57G. I'm pretty sure this is not on our web store. Okay. I only have 22 of these bad boys to sell. So this was the one that you were looking for, was BTS number 18. Ryan, thanks so much. There are a couple different versions of this book. This is the 225 print run. Okay. I think it's a topless version, and I think there's one where she's wearing a little bit more of a top too as well. This was a book that we did with our Grimopoly too as well. Joseph, we got you covered for BTS number 18. Thanks so much as always. All right. So anybody that missed anything, you can always rewatch the stream. You can always rewatch the stream yesterday. You can always rewatch the stream today too as well. Shoot us an email at VCons. Yeah, Carol, of course you can add a 14. So 14 was the gatefold cover. It was this bad boy right here. 14 was the gatefold cover. I'll show that one too as well. And if Joseph winds up buying this one, I may just go back around and just do the whole stack of them. All right, so this was the one for $20 that Carol was looking for. This was BTS number 14. Okay. Or if you'd like to, what you can do is you can rewatch this stream and then shoot us an email at vcons at Zenescope. The only book I know that we sold out of was BTS number 5. But everything else, BTS 1 through 20, I know we still have stock on pretty much each and every one of those. Okay. All right. That was BTS number 14.
Did Kevin want to see BTS 20 or did he actually want to add?
I think he just wants it. Yeah. So put down Kevin for BTS 20. Kevin, we met Kevin out in Vegas for the Vegas VIP event. Kevin, hope you're well. Hope your family's doing well, dude. Good to see you as always, my friend. Hope you are well. Are you doing some races now?
Yep.
Getting some names in? All right, so we're going to send in some names. So a couple of things I wanted to cover that I did not cover. What did I do with my oh, there it is, dude. Okay. All right. So our convention schedule. We are going to be doing a VIP event in September. It'll be stream only, online only. So make sure you guys stay tuned for time and date. What was BTS number 20? BTS number 20 was, let me see if I can grab that bad boy for you. It was the Palo Panalina, Abby. It was this bad boy right here. We were doing this one for 50, if you're interested in that bad boy. All right. This was BTS number 20. And again, it was $50. The reason being is a 125 print run. And I'm next to positive this is not on our web store. I think this was a cover that we did in our 2021 Halloween box, and only so many made into the boxes. And then I guess we had a few left over. I only have about 20 of those bad boys to sell. Okay. So again, we're going to be doing a VIP only stream. That'll be sometime in September. I'm not really certain of the date. Stay tuned to our social media for that. We're going to go into New York Comic Con in October. It should be an absolutely fantastic time. I got some really cool stores set up for the future. We're going to be doing something with the Purple Onion, which I'm really looking forward to. We're going to be doing something with Comic Books for Kids, which is actually a charity. So it's not actually a comic book shop that we're doing in December, but Comic Books for Kids. It's this gentleman named Mark Weiss, who's an absolutely fantastic friend of mine. I met him at a Wizard World Chicago way back in the day. Anyway, we used to do books with Discovery Channel. We did some kids books with History Channel too as well. Some books that we lost the license on, sharks, dinosaurs, stuff like that. So we wound up taking all that overstock and actually giving it to Comic Books for Kids, which is a great cause. They do an absolutely fantastic job, is Comic Book for Kids. So we'll kind of bring that up in December. We'll get a chance to talk to Mark, all the wonderful things that he does. And if you guys want to give to the charity, you certainly can. If you want to just buy books on the stream, whatever, that'll be given to the charity too as well. Did I show BTS number 20? Or you guys, am I late on that? Okay, cool. All right. Oh, jeez. Is that my phone ringing? Are you really serious? Potential spam, dude. You see this? Potential spam. Yeah, this is what I think about. Oh, there's my son. There's my son looking fantastic, dude. Right? Me looking chubby, him looking fantastic, dude. Aw.
It was just like you.
He's my mini me, dude. I just talked to him today. He's doing well. He's getting some books together. He was telling me about his dorm room is a little small for 3 guys, and I was like, hang in there, dude. I was like, that's dorm life. What's that?
Is he buying the textbooks like on campus?
Yeah.
Oh no, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Go to like fucking.
Ooh, jeez. go to textbooks.com.
There's so many.
There are websites to do that stuff. All right, I'll give him a call.
Yeah.
So again, we're doing New York Comic Con in October. We got the stream going on there. We also got some fantastic stores coming up for you guys. Stay tuned to that. Again, Comic Books for Kids, that'll be in December. So usually we do first Tuesday of each month when we do these store streams. Are you ready now, or are you still
ready?
All right, let's rock and roll, dude. So we're gonna do. Oh, Carol, thank you, sweetheart. You are too good to me. I am really, really fortunate with my kids. Oh my goodness, we got a lot of racers, and they're on pogo sticks, and they have helmets.
Bringing back bad memories for you.
This is bringing back bad. Thanks, Jake. I want to thank you for that.
It's gonna be for a sidekick.
This is for a sidekick, dude.
We did not hit the goal, unfortunately. All right.
All right, sidekick, dude. And we're pogoing. Please be careful of your groins. I want you kids to be careful. All right, be careful out there pogoing. All right. We have a lot of racers, dude. There's Paternoster up the top, dude. Paternoster, dude. Killing Session. All right, dude. And there's Larry. I see Larry in the middle of the pack there. Larry, I think you're wearing like an orange helmet, looking fantastic. All right. I think I see Gary too. Oh, there's Gary. Gary is oh, and there's Thomas Patton, dude. But Deanna, I think that's Don, is popping out into that unenviable position. Oh, is that gum that he just slipped on? Is that gum? What is that? What there's either water or there's gum or something on the track there. There's Alicia, and there's Hetty Storm.
Larry,
oh, Larry's trying to sneak up. Larry just freaking pogoed his way into a final. I think Larry took it, dude.
I think so.
Wow.
Yeah.
Larry takes it, and
hey, Abby's number 12.
Abby finished. Abby, I want you to know you finished number 12. Noah said that's good work out of you. That was some good pogo work. Antonio, what did you miss? Everything, dude. Antonio, what you can do is you can watch. Larry, I know, right? So, Antonio, what you can do is you can rewatch the stream anytime this weekend. Shoot me an email. Let me know what you need. Antonio, I did a back to school sale. Back to school books number 1 through 20. And I actually broke them up, so you're going to have to watch 2 different segments to watch them. All right, so back to school, you're looking for BTS 1 through 20. All right, and I got some pretty good sale items in there. If you want to shoot me an email, you can do that. If you want to view the stream and then just shoot an email to VCons, that works as well. Either way, either way, Antonio, we got you covered. All right, so that was for the sidekick.
Another one. You want to do one more or 2 more?
Let's do it all. Let's screw it.
All right, you want to do a Mystere Mini Art Prints?
Whatever you want to do, dude. Let's get
Mystere
crazy.
Mini Art Prints.
All right, we're doing Mystere Mini Art Prints.
I'll try Mystere. But,
Trent, I couldn't agree with you more. I would never try a pogo stick at my age now, but I think I was like 8 or 9 when I tried this pogo stick, and I think it was like my buddy's sister's pogo stick.
I tried it again when I was 21.
Okay.
And it goes right to your head as an adult. Like I got so dizzy and just like
Right.
vomit. It's like, have you ever gone on a moon bounce?
I have gone on a man bounce.
As an adult.
Right. Oh no.
See, it's just a different feeling. Like your bones just and your head just don't do it.
You're like, what was I thinking? I could do this as a kid, but I can't do it now.
Mystere Mini Art Prints.
All right, Mystere Mini Art Prints, dude. What? I don't know if you guys can see this on your screen. Can they see me on like the small something? All right, so we only got, Jim Conway is freaking jumping out. He's jumping. So we got some Mystere Mini Art Prints. It's like, I think there's 2 in there. Is there 2 or is there 3?
Yeah, there's 2, I think.
Yeah, there's 2 in there. All right, good stuff, dude. So there's an Anthony Spey, which I love. I love this. I love that Anthony Spey there. And then this one is Alan Otero. Nice. All right. We almost got a winner. Is it Hutchins? It was Georgia. Didn't Scott win yesterday? Didn't Scott win yesterday? I think the Cooksons are like whooping up. They're freaking taking it home. Fix. Oh, there's Ivan right there. Where was Abby on this one? Nowhere to be found. Abby's way down there. Abby, you must have pogoed like really, really hard first time out, and now you're worn out.
38.
Oh, 38, Abby. Come on, girl. All right, Georgia, good pogo work out of you. All right, I want to say a huge thank you to David Wall. Huge thank you to Noah for doing the interview too as well. Huge thank you to Jake for doing all the banners and so forth. Huge thank you to Kiera. Huge thank you to Alex for joining us yesterday. Huge thank you to you guys for jumping in. Thanks so much for joining us again. For those of you that joined us both days, thank you for doing that. We have clarified we're going to do mystery envelopes for $500 orders. We're going to do 2 mystery envelopes for those of you that did $1,000 orders. If you guys want that crazy, we'll add it up. We'll make sure we get you 2 mystery envelopes out if you did that. Trent, have yourself a great weekend. Thanks so much. Ian, thanks so much for being my eyes and ears as far as the YouTube likes out there. Antonio, thanks so much, man. I appreciate you saying that. I have a great crew behind me. I do. I have a really awesome crew, in fact. Make my job really, really easy. So do you guys too as well. Thanks for all the comments. Thanks for keeping me on my toes when I was slipping up. And we're out, dude. Have yourselves a great weekend.